And according to YouTube, we are live.
All right. Oh, and my headphones went out on one side, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. What up, fuckers? How you doing? You okay? I mean, we're on the verge of a nuclear holocaust, but you know what? Happy Wednesday, baby. Yeah, I watched CNN. I shouldn't have done that. Vladdy Poots be going,
because of Ukraine. Okay.
If I lose, I'm going to blow everything up. The one time I turn on CNN in like months, that's the first thing I hear. I'm like, and we're off.
That's how they keep you hooked, though.
Yeah.
That's the good stuff.
Fear mongering. But here at Guys
veins.
We Fucked, the anti-slut shaming podcast, we're not about fear mongering. We're excited you're here. Is in the chat. Can you hear us okay? Is everything going good? Can you let us know, you guys?
Yeah, please let us know. I'm going to be monitoring the chat, obviously, so you guys, I know you will make your voices heard.
I know. I like how you guys think that you need to tell them if there's any complaint that they could possibly offer, as if they weren't going to be so fucking excited to do it immediately.
I know. Our first picture is, comment is, great picture with an exclamation point. So that's a great sign.
Okay, picture, yes, but can you see a moving image now?
I know.
Can you see us
we're
moving and
we're
talking?
Good. Everybody's saying yes. Everybody's saying yes.
Cool.
Y'all
really,
are doing great. From
really
Elena
incredible. Welcome to the old folks' home. We're just learning how to do live streaming.
I'm Krystyna Hutchinson.
I'm Corinne Fisher.
And we're here with Mikey Big Dong Dicky Coscarelli.
Hello, ladies. Hello, everybody listening. How are you?
Thank
How's
you
your
for
evening?
putting on your finest tracksuit for us, Michael.
Yeah.
It's a tracksuit and it's fucking hot, so I'm glistening. And obviously,
I mean, you chose to wear a jacket.
I thought it was gonna be colder out. It's September.
And yet you didn't wear anything under the jacket. Is that like an Italian thing?
Yeah, yes.
It kind of is.
Is
yeah.
it?
Yes.
Do Italians do that? It's
Yeah.
crazy.
This is the most Italian behavior you've ever done, and you've done some really Italian shit.
Yeah.
Well, actually, you know what was more Italian? When you drove me down the shore wearing a wife beater and listening to Frank Sinatra. That actually might have been more. That might have been more Italian.
Wow.
I was in
Luck
the last
be
time
a
I was in
lady.
Jersey. I was thinking about that trip that we made, and it was like you, me, our friend Eric Aspera.
Yeah.
That was a fun beach day for sure.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
There was a lot of Frank Sinatra on the radio though.
I mean, it ain't bad. It ain't bad, Frankie Kins.
Yeah.
That was a fun trip.
The guy I'm seeing was pointing out the Elvis comeback videos. I know that Elvis existed and he's a huge person in pop culture. I didn't understand.
I would love to know where this is going.
I didn't understand that Elvis was sex Jesus. Like he
What?
was
Really?
the way
You
just didn't understand. Like
Oh.
he was gyrating and
Yeah.
making women feel horny for
Yeah.
like the first time ever. And I'm
Yeah.
like, good for
Yeah.
you, Elvis. I didn't know he was that. Like he was prolific in all these ways. He's a great, he's a talented dancer. He's an amazing singer, all that stuff. But his gyrating really got the pussies wet. And I was like, well, goddamn, Elvis, good for you. And then-
Elvis is young. Elvis is
holy
Very
shit.
hot.
He
so
is
attractive.
Very
so hot.
Yeah.
I was so,
So
horny
hot.
watching these videos.
Yeah.
And then he died so not hot.
Yeah.
I mean, whoa.
Yeah, he had some mental health problems.
It
some
seemed like
wild,
it. I'm sure. I mean, being
old
that
Elvis
famous
stories.
is an illness.
Do you know the story of him going to the White House with to meet Richard Nixon, and he had a gun on him? And they
Oh
just,
no,
it's a
Elvis,
crazy
boo boo, you
story.
can't do that in a White House. Come
They let him
on.
in.
Yeah.
They let
They
him
let
in.
him in, and he just took a picture with Nixon. I mean, at this
How
point,
did they know he had the gun? Like what?
He was
he like,
holding the gun. I'm pretty sure he showed up with the gun, and he said it was a gift for Nixon.
that's what a murderer says.
He said it was a gift for Richard. I think I have this right. It was a gift for
we
Richard
hope
Nixon.
so.
He goes to the White House. He's Elvis. They just let him in, and
Right.
there's this famous picture of Elvis with Nixon, and this is like
Jesus.
big hair, sunglasses, bloated Elvis.
Oh, okay.
And he's just kind of like, but it was the part of his life where he was just fucking like super pilled out, and
Yeah.
he was having
What
some
pills
problems.
did he do? Fun ones?
I
Like
thi- I-
opioids or
I
like
think they-
Adderall?
No,
No, he wasn't doing Adderall. He's too fat. You gain weight, right? You don't gain weight with Adderall.
Yeah,
I don't think.
he's it's sad to see how he went, but I mean he
But
was.
boy,
an
was he
icon.
hot at one point.
Yeah.
Boy, was he hot at one point. Wow. I didn't understand the cultural impact of his sex.
Yeah.
Like his gyrating
Yeah.
and how much that made women just start screaming. And you're like, wow, women were really starved for being horny because God knows their husbands during that time didn't know how to finger.
Yeah.
You know? Hopefully they do
Fingering
now.
invented in the 90s. Everyone knows that.
Basically, at the Woodstock 1990.
Well, I was looking up online to see when the metal detector was invented, and they started being used in the 1960s.
Oh.
And then, did you say 9/11?
Yeah.
You were around. You know
wait.
that they were there before then, Christina.
I didn't fly really before 9/11.
Yeah, but metal detectors are not just at airports; they're like everywhere.
Okay, I guess I didn't really go anywhere that needed a metal detector. I was a very
Yeah, but no. So and then
Protected
Nixon,
youth.
I think, was president like in like '69. So
Yeah.
I'm sure the White
70s.
House would have been one of the first places to use something like a
Yeah.
metal detector.
Yeah, but
The
I
government,
guess at
yeah.
that point it's just sort of like it's Elvis. What do we do?
right.
Like you don't think that
I guess
he's gonna
hopefully he doesn't
the
shoot us.
president. Yeah, right.
But I mean, with all those pills,
Yeah.
who knows?
Well, they could have like checked it to see if it had bullets in it or something.
Right.
yeah, I don't know. I'd have to like go back and look up that story. But it's
I'm
it's
watching
a wild
the movie
story.
on HBO. Well, I fell asleep during it, so I have halfway to go. I'm gonna watch it after this.
Oh, I heard it was really good. It's very
Austin
long,
Butler
though.
Yates. What a hottie. Whew. He
Yeah.
could sit on my face.
Handsome kid.
Austin Butler Yates.
He could sit
consensually.
on your
You want a
face?
man to sit on your
Yeah.
face? That's
I'll
my
suck your
worst,
balls.
absolute worst nightmare.
I've had you've never had a guy. I mean,
No.
not sit on it because I'm gonna
No.
fucking die and suffocate. But like face fuck you. Well, he's bending over your face. Is
I
this the
don't-
content you wanted, guys?
I don't like taint near my nose. It doesn't smell good.
I
you
think
don't?
that
That's
wouldn't be good.
crazy.
I don't like.
Wait,
men's
do you like
butts.
when women sit on your face, Michael? Be honest.
I don't-
please the crowd.
It doesn't usually. I don't think it's usually a sit on the face situation. I just.
What does that
usually-
mean? What
Well,
does that mean?
Like when I go down on women, I just go down on women. I don't like.
They don't go up on you.
Yeah, they don't like sit on my head and then I
You
don't
have to
eke them out
ask
like
for that. You have to sit
Yeah.
on my face, baby.
Some guys
Yeah.
love when you sit on their face
Yeah, and exactly. I feel like that's another thing that men like more because to me, like that position.
because they don't have to do anything. They just have to be
isn't-
there and go.
Yeah.
It's so much
It's-
less sexy though. For
It's
me,
not.
Yeah.
I think.
It doesn't. I feel
'Cause
like
the girl-
cunnilingus doesn't feel as good from that position because you're putting too much pressure on the clit, and
Yes.
it needs to be a little lighter.
And the clit is closer to the front than it is in the back.
I
I
don't like it
guess.
as
I
much
mean,
that way.
isn't everybody's vagina anatomy kind of different?
Yes, that's true.
So who
Yeah,
knows?
it's
Maybe
not my
somebody got a
fave.
clit in the back.
I mean, listen.
Hey, if you do, call us. I'd love to hear about it.
We'd love to hear about your back.
What's the
clits.
number, Michael?
917-300-0833.
Yeah. Want to take the shot?
Oh yeah.
Corinne might still be drunk. Who knows? We had a riveting 10-year anniversary party last night at the Stand
God.
Comedy Club. Cheers, fuckers.
How'd it go down?
Smooth like milk.
There was a part.
Except I'm not going to have diarrhea afterwards because of it.
There was a part earlier today when I thought I was gonna have to bring a brown paper bag and I might vomit on air.
Ooh.
Little hair of the dog. though.
Exclusive.
That would have
Holy
been great
shit.
content.
Wow.
So yeah, I discovered this was so fucking weird, and I almost took a picture of it, but I was like, I don't want to. I have a mirror in my living room where it's really close. It's on my. I have like a little.
I guess someone's calling.
Oh, should we answer it? I
wanna
won't
take
forget
it?
this. Yeah, let's try. Let's try.
All right. Let's take our first call of the night.
Is that gonna happen every time someone calls?
Maybe.
Two
Oh,
to
press
decline.
one.
Press 1 to start the call or 2 to decline. Press 1 to the call will start.
We
at
also
the beep.
can't like let that happen because it's gonna.
Hi, you're on
knock
Guys
us
We
off
Fucked.
YouTube.
Hey,
What's up?
Hi.
What's your name?
I
Turn down.
Are
Turn
you
down the
above
computer
18?
in
Yeah,
the background.
turn down your computer.
This is really like producing
It's radio. Oh, yeah.
This
This
is so
brings me
fun,
back.
you
Yeah.
guys. Hi, what's your name?
I'm so stoked to be. Hi, I'm Megan.
Hi,
I'm
Megan.
I'm living in New Jersey,
Yes,
Jersey
Jersey strong. Jersey
South
proud.
Jersey. Well, I am in a super duper great happy relationship,
Sounds like it.
which is
But
really quite fun and cool.
okay, great, good.
Um,
Love.
You know me, my super fun,
but-
cool relationship.
but he has he's 30. He's turning 34 next month, and he has told me that he has like he's super hot. It's fine.
Nice. I was just
He
kidding.
has like some like ED issues.
Okay.
So like he takes his like fun little pills so
Yeah.
that we can like get it on.
Mhm.
And I'm wondering if it's like okay for me to ask like when like it's a natural boner or if it's
Whoa.
like a pill boner.
Oh, is this hard cock from a pill or is it from my pussy?
Ah.
Right. Is that why you want to
Also,
know?
like, I have no problems if it's like mostly from pills. I'm kind of just more curious, you know?
It depends his like level of sensitivity with it. I mean, like you know your boyfriend, but overall it feels like you're making his ED issues about you. I gotta be honest.
No, it's tempting though.
And it's like, I feel like it's like a very sore sub spot for a lot of guys, but like around that age, there's a joke in our special that is literally about guys 35 and up, how ED problems kind of start around that time. So it's like super normal. But I don't know that like asking every time is this natural or
this
not.
really hard cock that's inside
no,
of me. Is that
I don't want to
because
ask every time.
Okay. Why do you want to know? Why
and
are
I
you
did
curious?
Make him watch
I was
the
gonna
special. I don't know. I'm kind of just like am like a little curious because like sometimes we have like a little bit more spontaneous sex.
Uh-huh.
So like
Right, and you're like, did
I
he
don't
pop
know.
a pill earlier in the
That's it.
bathroom?
I just I'm like the other night we were on the beach and we fucked.
Wow.
Like, that wasn't planned.
Right. Oh, like maybe he's carrying these pills in his pocket and he's just like popping one. And he's like,
But
guess
again,
what,
like,
honey?
I'm
I want to
totally-
fuck you now.
And I'm totally fine with it, you know? Like, I'm not, like, weirded out in any way. I'm
Doesn't
just
sound
wondering
like
if
you
there's,
are,
like,
yeah.
any level that it's appropriate.
I
to,
would
like,
say
ask.
probably would kill the vibe a little.
Yeah, I mean,
I wouldn't love that question.
Especially as he's hard and
honest.
fucking you. Just be like,
That's fair.
yeah, I would, yeah. I mean, and also,
I wouldn't ask in the moment. I
right.
wouldn't ask in the moment.
You
It
would
would be
ask
more
after?
like, or like later at a different, like completely removed from the sex.
I think this is an instance where curiosity killed the cat. Like,
Right.
what is it going to do for you to know? Unless this is based in your own security where you need it to function in the relationship. If
Yeah.
it's just pure curiosity, I think just let
Let it
this be
go.
a mysterious thing. You know, there's just like if you're being honest that that's the reason that you're just curious, it's not worth the risk.
Yeah.
It's not worth the risk to damage your entire sex life.
Yeah.
It's also it might get in his head a little bit
Exactly.
too, which would be bad.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't want
Yeah, and you
Like,
don't need that head
yeah.
with any more thoughts that's gonna fuck up the boner.
honestly, because I'll tell you from the man's perspective, if you it's happened to me a few times, and the first time it happened to me, I was like 25, I think. And I was on my way to a woman's apartment to have sex with her, and I had the thought, man, what happens if my dick doesn't work tonight? It's like late already.
Need
it could happen.
insurance.
And then we got another call. We'll get to that later. The minute I got to this woman's apartment and we started like getting intimate, my dick didn't work, and it was because I had the thought that like maybe my dick is not going to work.
Right.
You don't want to put that in a
Right,
man's
right.
head, because the minute it's in your head, it becomes a
Yeah, because even if
psychological
you were
problem.
like at the grocery store and you're like, hey, so that other day when you fucked me on the beach, was it because of the pill or were you really just
Right.
hard for me? Then it's gonna seep into his head every time he gets a boner.
And
Yeah, 'cause I've done some wild stuff. Like, I mean, I've had men clean up my puke and not like and still be able to get hard. But
Wow.
like these ED conversations are definitely like amongst the most sensitive that I've had with partners. You know,
I don't
mean,
think I've ever had
Right.
it.
one time I like left Blue Chew out, like, you know,
If you wanted
in the
to take this.
bathroom,
Yeah.
being like, please,
yeah.
please do
Yeah,
this
yeah.
for both of us.
I think what you guys are all saying is like exactly why I haven't.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
your,
so your instincts
instinct
are
was
right.
right.
Your instincts are right. But I'm glad you called. Sometimes it
I
helps
just
to talk
wanted-
it out.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. I love you both. I did make him watch your special, and I
Yay.
sent him over like the extra, like some of the episodes and stuff like that. And I'm also that one episode where you guys were talking to the sex therapist. I want to send him that one as well because it was a really interesting one.
Yeah, awesome. Well,
Make
thank
sure
you
to
so
make
much
sure
for
that
calling.
all the episodes you sent is really loaded.
Yeah. This one's about erectile dysfunction. This one's about Blue Chew. This one's about thoughts you could think that'll make you hard. Thanks for calling in.
Thank
Thanks for
you.
listening.
All right.
You guys,
Love
Bye.
you. I wonder if you turned like the, you know, in the phone on the left-hand side, Michael, where
Can
you
I
could
turn
do,
it
like,
silent?
yeah,
Yeah,
maybe
let's do
that'll
that.
not do the my Beyonce ringtone.
Yeah, just because I'm afraid that's
I
going
don't
to
wanna-
get
yeah.
us kicked off of YouTube for
I don't
copyright
want the
issues.
algorithm
Yeah, that would be bad.
punish us.
Yeah.
Like we've been a bad girl.
Well, you know what? I can't do that. I was gonna turn the volume down, but that would turn the volume down. On the phone.
Right.
We're gonna
Three
figure it out.
millennials
Hey,
learn how
we're
to
gonna
use
figure it out.
technology that's been around for decades.
Well, here's
Trial
the
and
thing.
error, baby cakes.
I've never used this phone call equipment live.
Right.
Like I've worked at a radio station where we had phone banks.
Everyone
Right.
watching
like-
goes, radio? What's
Yeah,
that?
I
What's
know,
that?
right.
What's that? Is that the box in my car?
Yeah.
Oh, is that what that's for?
There it is. It's another one. Do you want to take another call?
Sure.
All right.
And I'll tell you about the weird hair.
Press 1 to start the call or 2 to decline. Press 1 to start the
Here we
call
go.
or 2 to decline.
Hello, caller. You're on Guys We Fucked.
Michael loves this role.
He does.
I just
He's
miss,
so
I
happy.
miss radio so
He
much.
loves it. It's like when I used to miss going, hi, Oasis Day
Oh,
Spa.
shit.
How can I help you?
Oh, hello, sir. What's your name?
Zach.
Hi, Zach.
Going on, Corinne? You all right?
Whoa.
You guys
Wait,
good?
is this Zach from Detroit?
This is Zach from the number says 313. He can tell you.
Okay, well, I mean, just tell me because I'm talking to you right now. Hi, Zach from Detroit.
Yeah.
Hi, you guys.
I'm black.
I know,
good.
I
That's
know,
great.
Zach. I've met you.
I heard you were.
Casting is colorblind.
Handsome.
My eyes
I'm
aren't
watching
though.
on TV, right?
What? You're not on TV. We didn't put a camera in everyone who might call his house. Zach,
Damn, would that be cool?
Zach, what?
That's like that show in the UK.
Come on, Zach.
Come on, Zach. You know us or you not?
Zach, what's going on? How can we help you today?
Yeah, what do you need help with? Are you masturbating, Zach?
Zach, going once, going twice.
I don't hear anyone on the line anymore.
And
Yeah.
we have lost
Also,
Zach.
you could probably unplug it if we don't want to hear the ring.
Yeah.
I just realized. And
Right.
you
Do
can plug
that.
it back in while I was ringing.
Yeah.
Because I do want to tell a story about the hair.
Okay, go ahead.
So I have a mirror in my living room. And it's the one that I pluck the hair. It's the one I can get real close, like closer than and it's in my living room, so it's like natural light, so I can just see everything. There was a fucking 3-inch,
Mm-hmm.
3-inch thin white hair coming out of my neck.
Oh.
And I was like, what the fucking shit? I examine my face. You know, like my butthole's always clean?
Yeah.
My face, for the most part lately, has been plucked, right?
Wait, so you have other hairs sometimes?
No, but I'm like, did this just spontaneously erupt out of my face?
Yeah. I mean, every now and then you get
3 inches, I'm not exaggerating.
Yeah. That's normal. I mean,
That
like,
happened overnight?
hair. I mean, I don't know that
What am
it
I,
happened.
Merlin?
I don't think it happened overnight.
Is there a wizard in my bones? Maybe
Maybe.
I was a wizard in the past life.
I love
Or
that
maybe it's
everything
just
has
time.
to go to mysticism.
I mean,
immediately.
that
thinking
for
the
me to
same
give a
thing.
shit about it, kind of, yeah.
No, I mean,
we're in our 30s. We're getting hairs.
yeah, we should
I
just
mean-
get men get hair
But
in their
a
ears.
3-inch hair all of a sudden sprouting overnight from a neck.
But I think it was there and you just didn't notice it. And maybe
Oh, that's so embarrassing.
Because hair overnight can grow at a pretty rapid pace. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
like even, that's why they have like the saying a 5 o'clock shadow. You could shave your beard in the morning and
Right.
then by 5
Yeah, it
o'clock
comes
you
down.
Well,
have
this is a
you have it.
8 p.m. Merlin beard.
Yeah.
It was the weirdest thing ever. I'm like, have you ever saw that
Not
on your
my
body?
neck, but like, yeah, there'll definitely be like a rogue hair sometimes.
Yeah.
I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. I
It's
mean,
wild.
that's definitely part of aging, just like getting a
Damn.
weird hair somewhere.
I mean, hey, I am pro aging. I really am. I mean, I say this now, but I am. I like getting older, and I think society's fucking trickery about women getting older is absolute fucking cunt bullshit, and I'm not falling for it.
Yeah.
And so I will be very loud about the aging process. But that one I didn't see coming. Didn't see a
Yeah.
3-inch hair popping up.
yeah, you're gonna get weird.
That's
hairs.
hilarious.
Yeah, they're gonna be weird hairs.
Yeah.
For sure.
Lucky for you, they're not going to come out of your ears and your nose
Yeah.
where they are.
Oh,
for
I have
me.
nose hair.
No,
But, like-
everyone has nose hair, but I mean, like the kind that like seeps out.
Honestly, it's emerging.
Oh,
That's why
But,
guys
like,
date guys that are
your
taller.
nose gets wider as you age too. That's another thing. And like
Exactly.
your
What do I
ears
do
get,
for
your
the
ears
nose
get
hair?
bigger.
Like you can see the nose hair, right?
Not coming out.
Oh, okay.
It's not like bushing out of your face the way that like older men.
Yeah.
My
Yeah,
dad has like
my pop had that.
yes.
It was so cute.
Yeah.
I
that's
Yeah,
what I
and
have to
coming
look
out of your
forward to.
ears. Yeah,
Ears.
I feel like men have it worse in
That's
the hair
scary.
department. Yeah.
Like men lose the hair on their head and then they gain it in gross
Other
Oh,
places.
everywhere. Back, asshole,
Back, asshole.
You know.
nose, ears.
But don't you always
Elbow.
have hair in your asshole?
But not the way that it gets.
How does it
How does
change?
it get?
Your
The hair on my asshole has been the same.
Yeah,
your hair
same.
literally just gets all over. Like I started for the first time in my life having like minor back hair on the top of my back. I never ever
Whoa.
had that. up
That's
How did
until
you
surprising.
a year
You're a
spot
ago.
hairy
it?
man.
How'd you
What?
spot it?
I just it's when I started getting that psoriasis. And I had it on
Oh,
my
you had
back.
to examine yourself.
Yeah, I sound like an old dude right now.
Ooh, welcome to our sex show.
Yeah.
Geriatric fucking.
Yeah.
Literally want to kill myself.
It's really
Oh my
wild.
god. Oh
Don't.
my god.
Don't. This is so fun.
Oh, I love that.
Even though death isn't real and time is an illusion, but
my
this
God.
is fun.
Oh boy.
Yeah, and then I'm really getting a kick out of this Adam Levine shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's DMing all these bitches, respectfully, asking. I don't usually care about pop culture things, but when people cheat on each other, I'm like, ugh, Hollywood's so cancerous. But this is very interesting because Adam Levine, there's a fucking meme that Donna Carreras posted, and it was this girl like on some reality show.
I saw
And
that.
she was crying, and then the camera was panning, and she noticed the camera, so she like stuck her tongue out and did like a really quick goofy moment, and then back to crying. And the caption was like, when you find out that Adam Levine cheated on you while you were pregnant, but then you realize you don't have to listen to any Maroon 5 anymore. And I was like, that's
very
so
funny.
fucking funny. Also, who likes Maroon 5? Like,
I don't
are
know.
there people who love Maroon 5?
I like their hits, but I've like never
but,
been to a
like,
Maroon 5 concert.
Are you
They
aching
suck.
for? Has anyone ever ached to listen?
I'm sure.
Really?
Yeah.
Call us because I don't believe that.
If you're a Maroon 5 stan, we want to hear from
I'm
you.
saying passionately. Oh, you know what we should listen to on my Spotify? Maroon 5.
Yeah, no, it's like I'll
Has that
throw,
ever happened? Anybody?
I'll throw a Maroon 5 song on a playlist.
wouldn't
You know what,
I'm
though?
not listening to a Maroon 5
not
album.
When they first came out, they were kind of cool.
Really?
Yeah, their first
I think
album.
it's because we were kids.
I mean, that might be true too. Yeah, we were. Like,
Everything
high
was fucking
school.
cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
you
think
when
organized
all that
enough
stuff
to have
came
a song?
That's my
Ah.
favorite part of growing up. Is like all these people that you thought were cool. You like meet them and you go, "You're a fucking loser."
Oh, yeah. I was telling my brother this because my nephew is like in school and he's the age where kids can start being dicks, and I'm like, man, I really wish I knew that the bullies that bully you in school, they're the saddest ones that need the most hugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish someone told me that.
But
I wouldn't have taken anything they said seriously.
Oh, I was a hotline for mean people in my school. That's so.
I told my brother that. I told my brother, I'm like, the only person that ever really got bullied was Corinne because someone tried to bully her and she didn't let it happen.
one time, and everyone saw how that went. They said, "On to the next one."
It was like prison. You took out the biggest person in the
Yeah.
yard.
Yeah, dude.
Day one, I said, "Okay, I'm gonna go just brew something up in my cauldron." And that I've also learned. I also learned that's a tip if you want to tell your kids. If you really lean into people thinking you do witchcraft and vampire work in your room, and you always keep your shades down, and all the school kids pass by and go, "Why is Corinne's shades always down?" And then you spread a rumor about yourself that you're doing witchcraft. It really does catch on and scare people. So it's good.
Witchcraft.
I do want to say we got a few people that are writing in that are saying
About hairs?
No, that
They
they
like-
liked a couple Maroon 5 fans.
Like you crave Maroon 5. Like
Yeah.
you're like, God, you know what?
You know
I
what
need to
hits
feel
so
alive
hard right
today.
we have. So I'll read them.
I need to get some feelings out.
I do
I'm
like
gonna put on Maroon 5.
We have.
I like Jagger.
You know
we
what I
have
hear?
Rebecca saying songs about Jane is still one of my my favorite albums. Definitely part of my sexual awakening. Everything
Wow.
by them since then is trash. That's the first album.
That's
that
an
I was
impact.
mentioning.
That's an
Yeah.
impact. Okay.
My
I stand
sexual
corrected. Thank you
awakening.
for
LOL.
educating me.
From Amanda Mirabel. LOL. I owned songs about Jane. So that the consensus seems to be
Songs
that
about
there's
Jane.
One good Maroon 5 album, and then the rest
The
of the
rest of
albums
it-
suck.
shit.
That so songs about Jane is the one that's like, "This love
Yes.
is taking."
Yes.
Okay, and she will be loved.
Sunday morning rain is falling.
Oh, that wasn't
song.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
was
wasn't
before
bad.
they became like Adam Levine started
If
getting
I-
tattoos.
but let me
Harder
tell you.
to Breathe is also on
Harder
this
to
one.
Breathe is a cool
It's
song.
getting
Yeah.
hard. Wait,
Yeah.
harder and harder to breathe.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I like how we turned.
Was that
everything
song
into,
about
like,
the police?
I don't think so, Christine.
It wasn't.
I don't think
it
it was.
wasn't. It should be.
I don't think so.
Wow. That what? Okay. I
So-
stand corrected.
Can you guys film me?
That
in-
wasn't a bad song. I gotta say. I didn't remember.
Can you film
Some of
me
these
in
are some of these slap.
on the Adam Levine drama? and
Oh
what's
man, he's
actually
asking
happening?
everyone to fuck him and
Is
say.
that what's going on?
So he's saying he told his trainer that she had a great ass, right?
His yoga and
his,
teacher.
his yoga instructor.
He's married, right?
He's
With-
married with 2 kids.
Okay.
He's married to a Victoria's Secret model. I mean, God, is cheating not personal, kids? I mean, how are we? We're just learning this week by week. He's married to a Victoria's Secret model, so even a Victoria's Secret model, like you're still, you could get cheated on.
Yeah, the odds are against you.
I mean, to be fair, Adam Levine, every inch of his body screams cheater, but you know, I hear you, and you want to hope that he doesn't. But yeah, he DM'd this one woman who was a model, and she put a screenshot of like, you know, you'll get like, I don't have Instagram notifications on. If I did, I'd jump off a roof. But if someone DMs you, it'll pop up on your home screen. So she took a screenshot of that. Like, it doesn't seem like something you could really fake, unless you're good at Photoshop, I'm sure. But he was asking if he could name his third child with not her after her.
Her name's Sumner, yeah.
Sumner, which cool name.
Cool
but
name.
Like,
very cool name.
Huh? And if I was the wife, you're dead.
Yeah.
Allegedly, Chad.
Yeah.
Allegedly, Chad.
It's crazy
you,
how
I gave birth to a baby that all you did was go,
yeah.
That's all you fucking did. And I carried that motherfucking baby. And that baby came out of my vagina.
Yeah.
And you DM'd a woman asking to name the third one that comes out of my vagina after her? You're dead. You're a dead man.
Yeah.
You're a dead man.
It was pretty crazy. She just did it. She did a TikTok about it, which I went and watched. And you know, she has like a decent following herself. So she's not
I don't know anything about this lady.
She's like has a following from being hot, I suppose.
Right,
Yeah, as you do.
As you do.
Should I follow her?
And
No.
and
You're gonna anyway.
and
fine.
basically she had shared the screenshots with a couple of her friends in privacy.
Oh.
And the reason she had to come out right now is
'Cause they
because
leaked
she
it.
got word that one of her friends was trying to sell it to, like, you know,
I wonder how much
to
we
Inquire or TMZ or one of those things. And so
These hoes
she
ain't loyal.
decided that she had to come forward herself because she didn't want to be a part of that. She didn't think anyone wanted. She didn't want him to, you know, think that it was like for financial reasons, and also she didn't want her friend to get paid. Her friend who betrayed her to get, you know, paid out in that way. So, and because I think they reached out to her for comment, which is how she found out.
Oh.
So it makes
Okay,
sense. It makes sense.
Yeah.
It checks out. You know,
But
it's,
man, if I'm carrying your baby and you cheat on me, and then that's what you say, good luck in your next life.
yeah. And where there's smoke, there's fire. So that's obviously why in the past couple of days, like multiple more people have.
Yeah,
come out.
everyone's like, yeah, you wanted to fuck me too. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh shit.
It's never an isolated incident.
Although I my logical brain is like, there's no way they didn't have an arrangement.
Well, that was the question I was going to ask you guys. Do you think people in Hollywood expect
I
to
have an
be
arrangement. I'm not in Hollywood.
in like loving relationships that are completely committed like that, or is that just like, because to me,
I mean, when they're married to like 18-year-olds, maybe.
Listen, you're probably gonna get cheated on
Like
once
if you're
anyway.
Dane Cook, you might be faithful to that one because she's 22 or whatever.
And it's like, would you rather get cheated on? Would you rather have your husband who works at, you know, General Mills cheat on you, or do you want
a
your
poem.
husband who's Adam Levine to cheat on you?
Right.
You
I'll
know
go
what?
with Adam Levine.
I would
Right.
too. I would too.
It's like if you're gonna get, you're probably gonna get cheated on anyway.
Might as well be
Might as well,
yeah.
might as well
It's
let
getting
hot rich
harder and
guy.
harder to breathe because
Yeah.
all these bitches are sitting on my face.
Yeah. I mean, I think the harder thing about, you know, Adam Levine versus General Mills is like, okay, so everyone at the cereal factory is gonna, you know that you got cheated on, or
Damn.
everyone in the world's gonna know you got cheated on.
Yeah.
And you get some notoriety from it, and
But
you
I
get
also,
some pity.
I just think we have to flip the
nice.
narrative as a culture, because there is something about getting cheated on that we feel embarrassment for this woman, and we shouldn't. We should
Oh,
feel
I-
embarrassment for fucking Adam Levine.
I do feel embarrassed, but
Yeah.
I'm like, you fucking idiot.
And I think
'Cause
it's starting to flip a little bit.
Yeah.
but-
His
Well,
wife
he's
seems
also
like a
just
fly gal.
so hateable.
Yeah, he's-
I know.
so
it's
hard to like
and
that
it's
guy.
fun to hear him fuck up, and that's
Yeah.
great. That's John Ronson warned us about this.
Yeah, it's
You
getting
know.
harder and harder to breathe.
Because I got all these girls coming forward. How many girls are we up to? That women. Sorry.
I think it's 4.
okay.
It's-
If it increases, someone DM us. I'll do a shot.
yeah, call us if you've also fucked Adam Levine.
Yo.
Exclusive.
Oh my God.
Well, speaking of the devil, we do have a
Juicy.
caller. Do
Okay.
we want to take it?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see what
Hopefully-
this caller.
I'm
has
laughing
to
so
say.
hard at my own life right now. Oh my God.
But you're stuck.
Hello, caller. You're on Guys We Fucked.
If it's Zach again, I'm gonna be upset. Are you okay?
Are
You're
you-
very
You gotta get where
accidentally
You
call?
gotta get closer to your phone.
calling from Roswell? What's it called?
There's so many aliens. You
Oh,
were
it's
dating
the,
your
it's the girl who was
professor?
calling. It was the woman
Oh,
who was
yeah.
dating her professor.
Where's it?
Are you there? Can you hear us?
That sounds like a guy.
No, it's the woman who called about who was in the relationship with
That
her
sounds like a
professor.
man.
Okay,
Say,
she just
talk.
has a deep voice.
Oh.
We went
Sorry.
through this.
I
last
think
time.
you have to call back. I think we're getting a bad connection here.
Also, yeah, I could barely hear the voice.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. No, I know who this is.
That
I
might be
met
the
her in real
dongle.
life, actually.
Let's see.
Might
The
be the
dongle?
dongle.
Could be the dongle.
Oh, the dongle.
Little
Mikey
dongle.
D's dongle
Let's
ain't
see.
working.
Let's see if the next one's bad.
A little dongle with the dongle.
If the next one's bad, it's on me.
Dancing with the dongle. Dances with dongles.
Oh my
Starring
now-
Mikey C.
Hold on, we have another caller. Let's try this one and see if this is any better.
Is it on speaker? Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello, caller. You're on Guys Be Fucked.
It's
No,
no.
It's the dongle.
So now I don't know if it's the dongle.
It's
It's
the
the same
dongle.
person calling
Well,
back.
that's a good
But
point.
we were able to hear the first caller perfectly fine.
Right.
Yeah, but I unplugged this to stop the Beyonce song.
Fuck.
All right, try this again. All right, are you there?
Why don't you just put it on speaker into the microphone?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we could do that too.
Miss Fix It.
Can you hear us?
Ooh, little miss.
Little
I got a
Miss.
solution for that.
Columbo over here.
Hello?
Yep.
All right. she's
Okay.
Okay, so can you hear us?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
go
So
ahead.
you wrote a book with a professor, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
We broke up.
Yeah.
I broke up with him.
Yep.
Did you think that was are you happy with that choice or not?
I am really happy with that, and he took it super well, and we're still talking a lot. But
About, like, your
I run
book
into
promo?
some trouble now.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's called keeping you in the rotation.
What's the trouble?
So I moved to a different city. We were long distance, and now I'd like to move on. Like, I want to meet other people.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm not really sure how to do it. I'm in a city that's kind of more spread out, and the culture is a lot different than where I grew up. Like,
Right.
I don't want to be on any dating apps or anything like
Yeah.
that. So
You're gonna have to go out.
And going to bars alone is kind of dangerous. Like, I got roofied a couple weeks ago,
Damn.
the
you're just
day
like
after
Corinne.
I broke up with him.
Oh.
So I'm a
sorry.
little scared.
Wait, how'd you
I
know
don't
you were roofied? Like, what were your symptoms? So we can all know.
So what's a more wholesome and safe way to meet guys like around my age in their 20s?
I love that you said wholesome and then you said in your 20s as if that's a thing.
Volunteer.
Move to the south? I don't know.
Volunteer. Like, do a local volunteer, like something that you think is good giving back to the community. Then odds are, if you're going to meet a single guy there, he's going to have something really important in common with you.
Yeah, because I mean, like, listen, if you're not, you just knocked out immediately the two most common ways that people meet people. You're like, I'm not gonna go on dating apps, and I'm not gonna go out to places where people meet people.
Girl, you're going to be alone as hell. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, and the other one is like, obviously, you can, tell your friends that you're in, you're looking for a relationship, and if the another way, common way is like for the setup. And then do you work outside of school or no?
I'm not in school right now. I graduated.
Oh,
Okay.
I work every day, like 8:30 to 6:30, basically.
Okay.
Is there anyone hot?
At your
If
work?
you look to your right or your left, just do the man. That's the way men do it.
Yeah.
Look to your right.
Act
look to
like
your
a
left.
man.
No, the guy I work with is probably gay. I work with a lot of very attractive Italians,
Okay.
which is
Uh-oh.
nice.
Shout out,
but
Mike.
Aren't we all?
Culturally, we're so different.
Yeah.
What do you
So
mean when you say culturally, like the place that you live in is very different? What do you mean by that?
I mean that I grew up around where, like, we did see each other in person, like in that area of New York.
Okay.
And now I'm in South Florida. So
See, I like
it's a completely different ball game, and people's standards and ways of life. Like I was saying, they walk so slowly on the sidewalk.
right.
And I'm neurotic.
'Cause they're hot.
And I'm racing everywhere. So it makes me want to move back.
Yeah.
But I have a feeling that I'll probably meet like-minded people here too. I
course.
wonder, volunteering, that sounds great. I don't know which cause yet though is important to me.
Well,
Yeah.
not a women's
Just now.
cause because there won't be any men there. So I
Correct.
knocked one out for you.
Correct. What if this is like a titty foundation? Well, I'm trying to think, like little kids. Oh my God, there's
Food
this
banks,
hottest guy that
something
coaches
pretty
kids
generic.
soccer in
Yeah,
the field
something
by me.
generic.
Maybe like the pancreas cancer walk.
Yeah, something.
Yeah, like a
something
marathon, something
A
athletic.
marathon, yeah.
The Hungry Man races or something. I don't know. I
You
just
could
made
also
that up.
join a sports league, like a co-ed sports league. A
Yeah,
lot of
yeah.
people in New York
Zog
do that.
Sports.
Yep.
They got Zog Sports in South Florida or something of the like,
Yeah. And I mean, I think you just have to be like a little bit more outgoing in other places that you are that aren't bars. If you're at a museum, if you're at, I don't know, the aquarium, you have to be willing. You know, the part of wanting to be in a relationship is being willing to put yourself out there and make the first move and go up to someone. And it's all very draining.
It's true.
But just like anything in life, if you
like to make more friends in general.
Right. Yeah. So it's a win-win. So, I mean, putting yourself out there in places that you feel comfortable, that you imagine meeting someone could be actually a nice experience, whether it's friend or romance. Make a list of those places. Just think about it, and then look up in your area, like what are local sports teams, volunteer opportunities, all that stuff, and see which one kind of resonates with you. You know, use your instincts, use your guts, intuition as you kind of research this.
Yeah.
Why did you move to South Florida?
Okay. Good question. I mean, it's hot there. It's nice.
Caller, why did you move to South Florida?
Why did I move?
Yeah.
Because honestly, the way of life at the time, I was pretty depressed, especially because it was the winter in New York.
Yeah.
And I was by myself there too, a lot of the time, working super long hours. So I thought that maybe the warmer weather and the sunshine, all year round would make me feel better. But honestly, not really.
Yeah, I mean that's a common thing. I feel like, especially at your age,
sadness follows you no matter where the climate is.
That's what we call running from your problems.
Girl, I've been doing it for 34 years.
Yeah, I actually saw.
They follow you.
I saw like a meme or something recently that like that we think moving to a new place or going on vacation will make us feel better, but
or redecorating.
It just makes you cry in a prettier location. And I was like, if that ain't the fucking truth,
yeah, girl, that wallpaper ain't gonna make your life better.
Yeah, I mean, listen. So I think it's a lesson learned that maybe if we're feeling internally sad, changing our external surroundings isn't always the key as we think it will be. Because
I wish it worked like that.
As big of a pain in the ass as moving is, it is easier to move than to fix the sadness inside of us. That can be
100%
many years, a many year-long journey. And also, like, if you're in your 20s, and I mean, like the 20s after college is, it's a really sad time because it is. It's just a sad time, and I think if we were just more open about that, everyone would be able to expect it.
Expect it's getting a heads up on that shit is everything.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Because that was the saddest time in my life. That was like sadness kind of for no reason. Like I'm really sad right now, but it's like there's reasons for it. But like right after college, I was really sad, and it's because you have all this structure of school, and you have your friendships and your relationships kind of delivered to you on a silver platter. And then when you go out into the real world, things are a lot different, and we're not prepared for it in the American school system. And you're experiencing that now. It's a fucking punch in the face, and I've been there, and I hear you.
It's like being a woman at 22, and then one day you wake up and you're 38, and you're like, oh, no one looks at me like that anymore.
And you have one gray hair in your neck.
Oh, it's 3 inches long, and you're like, is that there the whole fucking time?
We also do have a good comment here in the chat from KT, who says there are a surprising number of guys in my pottery class.
Ooh. They're all there they're trying to get fucked.
By another guy?
No, I don't know. I would,
ooh, pottery class.
Like
yes,
your advice.
Daddy.
I mean,
yes,
they might
Patrick
be there
Swayze,
in a place that they know that they might be able to meet women.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yo, if a guy took a pottery class to meet chicks, that's the kind of guy I want to talk to.
Yeah, he's in, and that shows he's putting the work in.
Yes,
I think that's what we all forget because we've all
climbing.
Been. We've all been sold this narrative of like we're gonna just like meet the one. We're gonna they're gonna come by as we're almost about to get hit by a cab and pull us onto the sidewalk.
That'd be so nice.
And that's like not gonna happen. And so you have to put work into it the same way we put work into our careers and our dreams and everything. Like you have to put work into it if you are really looking to find a relationship that works for you. And it's a fucking annoying because everything has work in it, and you're like, it sucks, and you wish it was like more romantic, but it's not. Most likely, I mean, some people have romantic stories, of course.
Thanks for calling.
Thank you.
Don't kill yourself.
Don't kill yourself.
So long.
I promise.
Any good texts? Let's look at the text.
We do. I actually have one in the chamber here. If you'd like to
the
hear it.
chamber.
Like a fart. Let's go.
I had it ready.
I like that you thought farts, and I was like a kinky sex dungeon.
Okay, ready?
Yum. Yes, Michael.
All right. My boyfriend is bisexual.
Oh,
Dum
yes.
bum. No, I'm kidding.
No, I love that.
I've dated a bisexual guy.
Never
date a
had sex with a guy, though, from what he's told me. And I found out he has a grinder. He's always home or working, so I don't think he meets up with anyone. And I made a fake account once and talked to him on it, but he blocked me when I asked him to meet in person.
Oh, girl. You being sneaky Miss Doubtfire.
Oh my God.
When I questioned if he had a grinder, he denied it. My question
That's a
is...
very strange question to ask.
Do you have a grinder
blue,
account
my
by any
love.
chance? Any chance you're trying to get fucked on the streets?
Oh my God.
I have like a gut feeling. See, this is the thing that sucks about being a woman. Your fucking intuition is right. And then when you check a phone or whatever and you're like, I knew it. And then you can't say anything because, bitch, you shouldn't have looked. You shouldn't have looked.
My question is, do you think he's looking to cheat eventually or looking for a way to explore his sexuality without physically doing anything with these men?
Well, I mean,
Look,
obviously he's looking to explore his sexuality.
Exactly.
Hello.
And it could be in a very innocent way. It could just be like, I want to feel what it feels like to flirt with a guy. I think when I was experimenting with women, I wasn't with anybody at the time, but I'm like, I don't know if I like this. I need to first flirt on a dating app, then I need to meet up, and I still don't, you see if you like it along the way. Now, your sexual health is at risk here, I'm going to say. So this is interesting because you fucking snooped. You found something that's pretty important, and you got to come forward with that you snooped. I there's no other way because the thing is, I don't know if he's fucking these people or meeting up with these people. Who knows, right?
Yeah.
But if I don't know if you guys are using condoms, how long you've been together, but like, if you're fucking other people, I'm gonna need to know that so that we use condoms or there's some type of testing system.
Yeah, get that monkeypox vaccine.
Exactly. So you're gonna want to be on top of your sexual health, and he is not allowing you. Unless he's not meeting up. Who knows? Who knows? The point is...
Well, and also he's cheating on her if he is.
Right, exactly. Yeah. But, maybe he's in this world in his own head where he's like, this is never something that's going to be okay. But I don't know if the person who's writing that would be okay with it. Is this something you're willing to discuss? Cheating does not have to be the end-all, be-all relationship. A lot of people cheat, and then it actually makes the relationship better and you're more communicative. Or you find out maybe he's a little too bi for you, or he needs to explore the bisexual thing.
Happy Valentine's Day. You're a little too bi for me.
Yeah, but like he owes it to himself to explore that like in a way that's comfortable for him, and that might not be conducive to your relationship, and that's okay.
Yeah, he absolutely is deserves to explore it. That being said,
he should be open about.
People just seem to forget that what a relationship is.
I know.
What is it, Mike? Remind us.
Yes,
well, I just think it's
how does it have to do with Lex?
No.
Hey, that's hilarious.
That is very funny.
That's very funny.
That's not where I was going, but I just think it's like I think it's great that we live in an era where people are not being judged for their sexual preferences and the fact that they want to experiment.
But like, be honest. We gotta communicate. We gotta use our words.
Be single.
Yeah,
if you want to go experiment with, if you want to experiment with Grindr and with men, or you're bi, or you want to go do things just don't be in a relationship with this person.
But it's interesting because if I was this guy, I'm trying to put myself in his shoes. Like in an ideal world, probably it would feel safer to experiment while I'm in a relationship, right? Like meaning I don't know if I'm bi or maybe I want to explore this, but like. To me, being sexually explorative while you're in a relationship is it bonds you, right? But the thing is, it'll only bond you if you're fucking honest with each other and upfront about everything. And there is a world where you fucking can be. You just have to rip the Band-Aid off and address this head on.
And if she's into it, what if they have this talk and he's like,
if you're someone like me, I'd be like, yo, you want to fuck a guy? Can you do it in front of me? Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, I'd much rather have my partner fuck a guy than a girl, but I don't think everyone feels that way.
Yeah, I probably rather fuck a girl only because I'm a cuck.
But yeah, and then also, but I mean, another thing I have to say about this though is, of course the man's going through something. So it seems like another situation where if you are to stay in this relationship, it's you holding his hand and supporting him and nurturing him as he goes through this tough journey of taking it up the ass or giving it up the ass. And I can just see
or
him
mutually masturbating
at his Oscar speech. Oh, thank you to my dear love Allison who helped me, stood by me as
she got no additional sexual pleasure
figuring out whether or not I wanted it just hard in the ass or if I didn't want it hard in the ass, and I couldn't have done it without her. It's like there needs to be communication, and overall, it's like what makes me weird about this is it's not that he wants to explore his sexuality. It's how sneaky he's being about
that
it.
sucks. That sucks because
When you
can't
already know he's bisexual.
Yeah, you can't build a trusting relationship if you're gonna fucking do that. And so he tore the trust in your relationship a little bit. You got to be honest about what you found.
But also, if he just kind of wants to explore flirting with guys on Grindr and it's just texting, that wouldn't I mean, obviously I would like kind of not wanted to know that.
Yeah.
And like, so it's like, if that's all he's doing, and like the fact that he blocked you when you tried to meet up says that like that was too much for him. He's not at all there yet. And so
boy,
it's
did you go through great lengths to fucking be part of this fucking lie. Just tell him you saw the Grindr profile.
Yeah, because I think it could have been just like an okay thing for him to do that he didn't need to tell. Because if he's just talking to guys on Grindr, I don't think he needed to tell you.
I agree.
But now you know because you snooped.
Yeah.
And again, as we have said for years on this show,
you will find something you don't like.
If you're gonna snoop, you're gonna find something bad.
Yeah.
There's no way that you're not.
100% of the
There's
time.
no way you're not.
Take it from me.
So you have to. So I think what we don't think about before we snoop is if we find
are we
a bad
willing
thing
to come forward
or the worst thing, how are we going to handle that? And I think if you're gonna snoop, you have to really be honest with yourself about that first.
Yeah. Interesting. Very interesting problem. Thanks for writing us in.
You want another one?
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. Hi. Big fan of you guys. You've brought me so much comfort in lonely moments.
Uh-oh.
Never a good start, is it?
It feels like a guy with his dick in his hand, but we'll see.
One thing I have yet to hear you guys comment on is how normal it is, or isn't, to think about your ex in a new relationship, like the ex. I don't long for him
that all the time.
Or even attempt to compare them, but it feels like a habit. And I find it hard to believe people are just out here completely forgetting their ex entirely.
Is this a man or a woman?
It's a woman.
Me,
it's a woman.
bitch, because if you try to sue me, baby.
Does your ex ever leave your brain?
Yes, your ex leaves your brain when you fall in love with someone new.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're dating people, for me, it's like I think about the previous ex that I loved until I meet someone who I also love. And it's only other people that I love that can cancel that out. And then there's a couple exes that kind of like I'll always think about, but I won't long for anymore.
The reason I think about my main ex is because he fucking started a sex podcast after I dumped him, and then after he said guys who fuck was a bad idea. So like that's the only reason I think about mine. Do I miss him? No.
Yeah.
But if you do miss him, or just I think curiosity makes all like I'm super curious like what he's doing, but like not enough to look for it.
Yeah, I think I like definitely stay attached to like exes longer. And so like my first ex, I definitely like always have like I love him a lot and I always think of him, but like I love him just
you have
like
fondness for him.
Yeah, I have a fondness for him, and then
that's nice.
But yeah, I mean absolutely. So it's like I keep thinking about the previous ex that I loved. Even if I don't have an interest in getting back together with them, I think of them until I get into a relationship with someone else who I also love. So that's why it's like really frustrating for me to go through breakups, because it's like it's only someone replacing that spot in my heart can make me stop thinking about them. And I agree. And I think women, like it's weird because like women think about like process feelings faster. And I think, but also
we linger though.
We stay single longer between breakups because we actually process our feelings and then move on. Whereas men, a lot of times, like
need another help.
They'll go run to someone else's arms almost immediately.
Oh, yeah.
And it'll feel like they forgot you.
I fucking
but then
hate
later
that 'cause I'm
on,
jealous.
later on the emotions, most likely, unless they're a sociopath, which
they
might
might be.
possible with my laundry
record.
list.
Yeah.
But yeah, the feelings will affect them, and that's also they just have a lot of repressed feelings, and it's why they'll like a lot of men aren't functioning at their highest level in relationships, because if you're not letting those feelings process, then you're never going to become better for the next person.
True. I only have one ex that I have a fondness for. That's not good.
There's
only one that I'm like, oh, I hope he's doing so great.
Is it not good? Or is it?
I've dated some pieces of shit. The first boyfriend I ever had was basically a predator.
Nice.
And I've had confirmed for other girls in my high school.
Yeah.
Like, it's like an Adam Levine situation.
So
it's
you're
like,
looking
me
back
too,
at-
me
right.
too, me too. I'm like, oh, fuck. I didn't. Well, I mean, it makes sense. It's getting harder and harder to breathe because I'm getting mad caught.
So you're looking at this as if you're like looking back on these guys and you're knowing that they're not.
If
great.
you fuck me over and hurt me, I will erase you from my brain forever. You will never matter to me. I might like with the ex of 7 years. I'm so curious because I'm like, you fucking started a sex podcast after we like that is what? Like that's
I wonder
so
where
funny
he got
to
that
me.
idea from.
I don't know. It's weird. If anybody has an idea, call us.
It's called Call Me Daddy.
That's
really funny. This is great. I love this. I love doing these late night hangs. You guys.
Oh yeah,
The
you almost
ener- the
forget there's
energy's
things that
different,
you're
like-
not supposed to say.
100%. That's why you're gonna get it here, and it's gonna live forever on our YouTubes.
Oh God. Oh God.
Oh man.
Yeah, I can't believe we left that other one up as long. I just kind of forgot about possibly
I don't know what I
taking
said.
it down.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You have a
Ah,
live stream?
Yeah, the first one.
I mean,
yeah,
I'm name checking colleagues that I want to fuck. I mean,
might as well shoot your shot.
it was great.
Well,
If anybody wants to tweet at him,
He's been around so much since I name checked him. It's almost like he knew. He knows. I actually don't think he knows at all. But like
he was at the party. Like he came up to us and said hi in a way that I was like, that's a little too familiar.
I've had more interactions with him since I said that than I
Nice.
have in like years.
Well, you're manifesting in my love.
He
Oh my
came.
God.
We were at the party last night. He came down and sat.
Kissed your cheek.
Directly in front of me, and he spread his legs. I mean, like he just sits like a man. And I was like, I was like,
room for all this dick.
when I really think someone's hot, I get very nervous, and I was like, I'm gonna fall out of my fucking chair.
When I think someone's hot, I just open my mouth.
Woo! Yum. Yum yum yum.
Yeah.
You want another one?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey y'all. Oh no. Hold on. I'm resetting.
Oh.
Whoops, read that wrong.
4, 6, 8. Hey, y'all are great, and I'm loving these live streams. Thanks for being awesome, and please keep this up. Any thoughts? Any thoughts?
Okay, we will.
Your cadence is so
Thanks for tuning in.
I'm having fun. Hey, it's late. I'm
so
having fun.
ridiculous right now, Mike.
Any thoughts about being more physically interested in your partner of 3 years?
Yeah, that sucks ass.
She-
Unless, I don't know. Keep going.
She makes me emotionally fulfilled, but I'm not physically attracted to her.
Oh, don't tell her that. Don't tell her that. I hope she's not watching. 'Cause
I'm
that
not-
is the last thing a woman wants to hear.
Fuck me.
After all we buy from Sephora and you don't want to fuck me, fuck you.
I'm no Adam Levine, but by any means, LOL. But I don't know how to approach the situation or if I need to say anything at all. Any help would be appreciated.
Are
is
you
very
familiar
important.
with blush?
It's a he, him, 28 years old.
Look, if you are not sexually attracted to your partner, that's a big deal,
It's a
okay?
big problem.
It's a big issue, and you owe it to both you, because you deserve to be sexually attracted to somebody, and also this woman that you're with deserves to feel wanted, okay?
She can. I'm sure she can feel it if you're not attracted to her anymore. And that is, it's
and if she
crushing.
has
Oh, they
some
can.
like chip on her,
It's okay.
yeah, they can, Michael.
They can.
The
Fucking
women can tell if
crushing.
you don't really like them that much, and yes,
Yeah.
we can. Yeah, you gotta want to break up.
It's getting hot.
Just put on Adam Levine and then just see if she gets in. Don't do that. Don't fucking do that. You owe her more than that. You owe her an honest conversation. Look, okay, so you don't run from the truth like I do.
No,
If-
that's why I'm sad all the time.
So true. That's why I'm joyful. But there's pros and cons to both outlooks. I'm trying to think, if I'm seeing a guy and he stopped, I've had a guy say, like, I just don't think about you after we stop hanging out. And I'm like, damn, dude, that hurt. Yeah, and I'm like,
That's cold.
yeah, but you know what, though? I thought it was, I really
now
like
this is killing
person.
me because I need to know who this is.
This is a while ago, and I was like, damn, but I'm like, I can't get mad at you for saying that. As sensitive as I am, and as adored as I want to feel by pretty much everyone on the planet, I really appreciated him saying that to me, because I needed to understand the gravity of the situation, and for me to go, oh, stop pursuing.
It's like you think he's sitting you down to ask you to go steady, and he's like, actually,
I don't really
you
want to fuck you.
consume none of my thoughts.
That's pretty much what he said. I'm like, okay. So what I'm hearing is you don't think about me when we leave, but I certainly think about you. Okay, we're gonna have to weigh that out.
God damn it.
But I'm glad he said that, because look, you've been dating this person exclusively for 3 years, you said?
Yep.
I would be so fucking pissed that if a guy just sat back and allowed himself to be not attracted to me and let the
Yeah.
relationship happen.
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Do not waste her any more of her time. Dude, it is so important to be sexually attracted to your partner.
I mean,
do not wait unless you're asexual, in which case, okay, maybe your partner's asexual, that's gonna work.
Or
and like
if not,
I think you can also look at it as like is your sex life stale, or are you your writing tells me that you are actually not attracted to her anymore.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you
that fades, that's
if you don't
okay.
want to just run, you can try doing new things.
Close your eyes while
know,
you fuck her, think of someone else
in the bedroom.
I mean, everybody does that. That's okay.
Here, I got you this set of paper
I got a wig.
bags
I got you a wig.
But
Set of
a
paper
wig and a
bags.
mask.
Here's some scissors.
Happy
Cut out some
Valentine's-
eyes.
Oh god.
Happy Valentine's Day.
No, I don't think we'll
Here's
need
this
a
wig.
mouth hole.
I bought you a makeover.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So I mean,
Damn.
I think ask yourself that, is it that the sex life is stale or that you are actually unattracted to her? If the sex life is stale, you can fix that. If you're just unattracted, because like for me,
And should she
sometimes
do something, or
sometimes
does it
a
just happen?
switch just goes off where I'm just not attracted to people anymore.
Really?
I've
yeah.
looked over at people and just like as they're putting a fork,
I
a
hate
fork
you.
full of food in their mouth, and I go, I hope that fork stabs you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hope that fork stabs you.
Never thought that
Christina,
about a partner.
do you remember last summer?
Uh-oh.
There was a woman that I was seeing. I had gone on a couple dates with, and I came in and I said, "Yeah, we went out a few times. We had like the sex was really good. We had a nice night, like 2 nights in a row." Was,
Sounds like Woody Allen's
was
telling this story. We had a nice night.
It was all right. I took it to the cinema.
I came in and I just like I was like things are this is potential.
Oh
possibly.
God! If someone
I-
described
oh,
That
to my-
lackluster tone.
Well, I'm doing it because I'm performing.
Yeah.
But I came in and I said all
Having
this, and then I
PTSD.
showed you, Christina, the picture of this woman on Instagram, and you said, "Oh, yeah, she's kind of homely."
damn.
That was it.
Oh, did I sway you?
That was it.
So you
Wow.
ruined.
That was the
ruined-
end of it.
Oh no.
Sorry if you're listening, girl.
You know
So-
what? Sometimes when I want to be attracted to somebody, I'm like, I wish a girl would come along and be like, "Ooh, he's hot," because then I would be like, "Get out of my way, bitch. He's
Yeah.
mine."
The minute somebody that I respect and care about said, "Oh, she's,"
They're homely.
and you didn't even mean it in a
You
bad
just
way.
gave us so much power, Michael.
well,
by
Hey,
letting
I
us know
love that.
it just was like,
Thank you, Michael.
like I guess I think I was actually on the fence about
Yeah.
like pursuing this more because
Yeah.
maybe I felt that way too, but then Christina sort of confirmed it.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it is
yeah,
that
yeah. Right.
situation, Corinne, like you were
Yeah.
saying, like sometimes you just wake up one day and you're just like,
Yeah.
what did I see? Like, how did I,
Yeah.
how was I attracted to this person the first time?
Yeah.
you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
does
yeah,
happen.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
See, for me, I've never like it wasn't really like I became not attracted to what the person looks like. I think that's also more of a man thing. I just became like unattracted to like their soul, which I guess is more hurtful to say.
Yeah.
I would say yes.
As
it
it's
is.
coming about, just everything about you, your moral compass, who you are as a person, your place in the world, and your
Yeah.
purpose. Don't do it for me. But other than that, you look great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Your
a little more
nose, your
cutting.
jawline's cute.
Yeah, because that's what'll happen to me. You'll just like see someone existing, or you'll watch them engage in certain behaviors, and you're like, this is just not who I am in the world, and I
Right.
hate this. I hate that you are this way.
Yeah. Also, too, being on the fence about someone, I feel like it's a no. You know what I mean? Like when you're
You should be
'cause
enthusiastic.
because the guy that I had sex with somebody not that long ago that he's very attractive, but I was kind of trying to push myself to be more attracted to him than I was.
Right.
And it's just I'm seeing somebody now who I'm so attracted to that you're like, oh, that's what it's supposed to fucking feel
Yeah.
like.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
and
yeah.
it has nothing to do with this other guy. Like, so, you know, even though it feels very personal when someone's like, I don't really think about you when we're not with each other. Like, it's really not personal. It's just the chemistry or the attraction. So you gotta tell her. You gotta tell her.
It's interesting because we were talking about how many times we've been in love, and I've been in love 4 times, and 3
Yeah.
of those times I was like wildly attracted to the people.
Wait,
And
one time you weren't?
One time I wasn't. He was
Whoa.
probably actually
in
arguably
love.
the most attractive of the bunch by society's standards.
Wow.
And
interesting.
I think that actually made him like me more because this was someone who would turn heads when we went out, and he was like, everyone thinks I'm so hot except for you. And I was like,
that's your dream man.
yes,
Yeah.
this is true. But I have such a deep love for him that like it didn't matter. But we just never had that like fucking tear
You
your
can't
clothes
fake
off
it.
fire. But I've dated
Yeah.
him the longest, and he also is the person that I have like the warmest feelings towards out of
That's
all the
nice.
exes, and like why we can still communicate because it never, it didn't end poorly or
Right,
anything.
right.
And I also think it like depends what you're looking for, because I think like I could have married him and been perfectly happy, honestly.
Huh. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Because what is marriage? I mean, it's companionship. I was thinking about this the other day.
Yeah.
We're all, no matter what your age is at this moment in time, like we're all gonna be elderly unless we die before we get there, which could happen. But statistically, you're probably gonna reach the point in your life where you are an elderly person. You know, and I'm like, oh, that really makes me think. I've just been thinking about that a lot lately. I'm like, wow, the things that matter to me in a partnership are like, when you take that into consideration, physical attraction still matters. Like, you still have to have that. But there's these other qualities that you're like, oh, fuck, yeah, I want to like, you know, when I'm 88, I'm not trying to get fucked, you know? I mean, if I am, probably have a problem, to be honest, or like a void that I haven't filled yet.
Seniors actually have a really that's why nursing homes have such a high level of STIs, because I think they are trying to fuck.
Oh, I mean, that's great.
Yeah.
Oh, is there somebody listening that's like 70 plus or maybe 65 plus?
Yeah, I know a lot of 70-year-olds who watch YouTube live
Probably
streams.
not. Well, you never know. You never know. I would be so curious if like, what is your sex life like? Yeah, we've really been trying to interview women in their 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, like just older than us, because I want to know how it's going. Like, how's it? I don't know. I feel like we are our greatest resources, other humans on this planet. And
how's it
stories.
going? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. There was a phase where I was like really attracted. Like, there was like a couple like hot, like 75-year-old guys.
I remember
around,
that phase that you were going through.
Yeah. And I'm like, this is uncomfortable, but I like it. What the fuck?
I was like, we're going to have a grandpa on Guys We Fucked soon. I
I
said Joe Biden was attractive, and then everyone made fun of me. I think he's a very attractive older man.
By the way, let's take a quick break, but not from this live stream. But I would like to take a break to wish Corinne Fisher a very early birthday.
I see the glow.
I would like to be delighting you. To you, happy
that's so cute.
birthday
Thank you.
to you. Happy birthday, dear Corinne Elizabeth Fisher.
What great candles.
Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, guys.
Yay.
And man, I was waiting for that cue for a while.
Sorry, I forgot. Yeah, it's not her birthday yet, but I figured you're such an important lady, and so many people are glad you were born, and so let's just celebrate you all month long, starting today.
Thank you. Or is this a birthday snapshot we're doing now? What are you doing?
He's experimenting with his
wow.
content.
Wow, this is. I guess I can blow these out now. We're in a place
do
in
what you
COVID
want.
when we can do that.
Yeah, blow 'em out.
I also
Thank you, guys.
I want to be giving you.
Christina deserves most of the credit.
I want to be giving you multiple presents throughout the month.
Starting
with
this is like
these 3
Hanukkah.
items.
Jews love this.
I'm going to do multiple cards and multiple presents.
Ooh.
So why don't you go ahead and open them?
Thank you.
And we'll see what you got.
Should I read this later on?
No, you can read it. It doesn't matter. Yeah, you can read it now. I mean, the actual like content, like my note, you don't have to read, but like the card, I think is really funny.
Oh my God. Happy birthday, and it's a picture of Pete Davidson.
Because he's fucking everyone on the planet.
I do love that. Wait, who's Pete Davidson? Is it been announced who Pete Davidson is fucking now?
No, I don't know.
I feel like I
just
love to
can't
know.
believe Pete Davidson is one of us, like a comic, and he dated Kim Kardashian.
I just used to see him around.
So a fun fact
wild.
about Christina is that we've been friends for over a decade. Every single birthday or holiday card I've gotten her, it is a tradition. And so now it's become a joke, but previously
We're doing pretty good.
she would write that in every card that it's going to be our year.
Yeah.
And she's been
This one's gonna be it.
since like 2012. She's
Yeah.
good. This year's
We're going places, kid. This is gonna be the best year of our lives. I was wrong most of the time,
my God.
but
Well,
maybe you're
thank
right.
you so much.
Yeah.
It makes me laugh every time because as I'm reading it, I go, I don't know that it is.
Well, I mean, I've been told I'm psychic as hell, so we'll see. I don't know.
Oh, I actually so Christina has been encouraging my psychic abilities because I think sometimes
You're very
like,
psychic.
And this another crazy thing happened.
Yes.
Where like I guess I can talk about it on air. So Mike Harrington, who produces Without a Country. He was telling me something about a mutual friend of ours, and while he was and he was like, things are like not all right, whatever, and he was telling me this, while he was telling me this about our mutual friend,
you got to download.
I kept hearing this voice in my head, almost like it was coming from Mike saying, she's pregnant. And I misinterpreted it as about who it was about. I thought it was about somebody else. But then like a couple weeks later, I find out that his longtime girlfriend is 3 months pregnant, and they announced it to everybody. Who's also former producer of the show. Shout out, congratulations, Alex and Mike.
That's so fun.
And I was like, I have to tell Krystyna that.
Wow.
Because that's the thing about
that's a download
about woo woo. It's like I find that what you have to really work on is like you're getting the correct information, but you're applying it to the wrong person or part of your life. And that's what you have to really, really, really get good at.
Yeah. So of all of the books, and I literally read at least one book a week about the afterlife through about various artists. And
Healthy.
No, it's fascinating. What? I'm so curious about it.
Thank God you're already dating someone because that's not going to look good on a Hinge profile.
Things that really
God is
interest
right.
the afterlife.
It bleeds. The soap bleeds.
This is so cool.
So I was like, oh, it's your spooky gal. It's spooky season.
Oh, I love
Have soap
this.
that bleeds.
Oh, I love this. I'm definitely going to drench myself with that in the shower.
And it's not cum.
Soap that bleeds.
But tuning to like mediumship, like psychic mediumship or whatever, it's all being attuned to a certain frequency. That's all it is. And I swear to God, you guys, based off of all the things I've read so far, just like it kind of shows in the movie Ghost with Patrick Swayze. And Demi Moore.
Now we're in deep water.
No. There was some really accurate the way that it's been described. The way the way that like a spirit can come back and like be next to a loved one. They're in different dimensions. They're in different planes. But if you're tuned to that frequency, you can sense them. And so I'm just putting it out there that mediumship is real.
Well, it's interesting, like how to make yourself tune in better to it.
Yeah.
Fun.
And that's why meditating is like truly meditating is the best, and drinking water. It's two of the best things you could ever do for yourself.
Well, I
It's
actually
a win-win.
meditated before I did a tarot reading for myself the other day, and the reading was like much better.
Yeah, because you're kind of clearing
I'm pretty
all
good
the
at
shit.
it without meditating,
Yeah.
but I was like very close to the subject matter, and I felt like it was fucking with me because even Tyler Henry will talk about when he's really, when he was researching all the stuff about his own family and his mother, he was having trouble reading because it was so close to who he was.
Yeah.
And I actually really started believing, I already thought tarot was real because it's based in intuition. It's not based in anything, other than that.
Yeah.
And he would pull tarot cards before, and I was like, oh, that's very interesting that he's pulling tarot cards.
Yeah.
Because I really do believe he has a gift. I don't really believe most of those people have a gift.
Yeah,
but I really,
Laurelyn Jackson also
do
has a
believe
gift,
he has
and
a
I'm
gift.
doing next week. Oh, also, P.S. The Connecticut area party people this Saturday. Corinne and I are co-headlining the Wall Street Theater. It's not sold out, so buy tickets. Buy your tickets now. Make the road trip. Buy a ticket for your friend, but make sure they come. Yeah.
This is afterlife soap.
Yeah,
I'm gonna bathe myself in this.
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna do some tarot reading.
Ooh, tell me how it goes.
Any men interested?
You know what? There probably is.
Boys.
Hello, boys.
Men. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and I got a case for these. You take them home.
I might eat one now.
Yeah.
Woo!
So yeah.
Ooh, I am sweating from the face. Maybe I'm going through menopause like Mike.
No, it's just fucking hot.
Mike is going through
I'm
menopause on the show, and that's going to be really fun to follow his menopause journey.
I mean, I'm a woman of a certain age.
Oh, P.S. I mean, you'll hear it on this week's Guys We Fuck Intro that I was like, oh, my period's so great. I didn't have a mental breakdown this period, which is fucking fantastic. It's such a big improvement. However, the next day, oh, man, was I barfing and diarrheaing at the same time in the fetal position in a bathtub.
Wow.
Woo! Because I fucked up with my diet a little bit.
That's annoying. You should be able to have some kind of like, looseness with it.
Yeah, I had too much looseness, though.
Yeah, it's loose, all
I
right.
ate
Yeah, no pun intended.
Oh, God.
losing those bowels. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Oh,
boy.
my God.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Would you like to answer another text message?
Yes.
All right. Hello. Quick little issue.
gonna have
Smiley
one of these.
face.
Quick little issue.
Quick little issue. Female
That's what
23.
my ex called his dick.
Hey.
My boyfriend, male 27, has a foot fetish.
Okay.
I found out he was taking pictures of random women's feet.
Oh God.
Boo, get him online, you
Oh,
fucking
my
creep.
God.
What should I do? Let me know if you need more details.
I mean, I do.
Yeah, we want more details. for
How'd
sure.
you find out? And what have you said anything to him yet? Wait, can you call us? Can we call this person actually?
Yeah.
We can call this person
Let's call him.
from the burner line,
Yep.
not from my real phone.
Yep.
Oh my fucking God, it's so good.
Where are you from?
A Greenpoint.
She didn't pick up.
Oh, Ovenly in Greenpoint.
All right, so we don't have it. We tried to call her. She didn't pick up. So we're just going with
What?
the information that we have.
That was
you
2
know?
seconds that you tried.
Yeah, it went right to voicemail.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, guys. Too busy eating cupcakes to do radio.
Honestly, sorry.
Honestly, yeah.
Sorry, it's maybe my last birthday.
Get it. Well, don't say that. Can you not say that,
And we
please?
tried it on camera.
Come on. I have to have a phone call with you at fucking 2 o'clock.
Whatever.
In the
I didn't say it
morning?
was to kill
No,
myself.
she's just stressed.
Also-
Whoever dies first, we're gonna haunt each other.
Also,
And the studio, we'll haunt the studio.
Mike's
I mean,
like-
hopefully we'll die after the studio's long gone. Sorry.
Mike just didn't want this fucking paycheck to go away.
Trust me, this is not the thing that pays my rent.
That's fucking rude. Okay, got it. Copy that, dickhead.
You're the one who gave us the rate, so make your rate higher, you idiot. We paid you what you asked us to pay you.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained, live stream? 'Cause I fucking am.
That's
This
a
is
joke.
great.
We literally pay people most times whatever the fuck they ask, and then they go, "Oh, I'm not getting that much money." That's on you. That's on you.
Maybe have some courage and ask for more. Oh, it's so funny.
He's laughing because he knows he fucked himself over.
No, I'm fine. You know, it's
Sorry, I didn't know other jobs also paid you in pussy though.
well, that's
True. What a benefit, huh?
That's the premium.
So HR in this job.
Please don't take that away.
We can't. We've
We
tried.
can. We can try.
We've literally, Christina and I have solo meetings about that.
No, like, how do we get
We've
all
tried.
the attention from Mike? This is such a good cupcake.
It's a very, very good cupcake.
Listen, unless you can take this chest hair away, I don't think that
Ugh.
it's going to be successful.
Oh God, I have
That's
my
why
own.
I wore this
No.
thing
Give
wide
us
open.
another text.
We didn't answer the foot fetish text.
Oh boy.
Okay, so I need to know.
Shit.
I need to know, like, okay,
He's taking pictures of other women's feet.
like how so? Like on the subway?
or
I
is he
mean-
like screenshotting like, oh, Stephanie got some toe in that beach photo. I'm gonna fucking zoom in.
Right.
Yeah, I really would like some
And
more
boy, am I
details.
jealous of a man with a foot fetish, because if that's all it took for me to get off,
Right.
I didn't have to know you inside and out. I didn't have to understand where you came from and what your dreams are and what makes you insecure and what keeps you up at night. Boy, if I just wanted to fuck you because you had nice feet,
Yeah.
I'd be a CEO.
Yeah.
I'd be a fucking CEO of something.
Yeah.
I know I would, because I'd have the power to do whatever, because I'd just be like nutting everywhere
Yeah.
But listen,
from nothing.
if this guy
A
is just
toe.
if he's walking around wandering, just taking pictures
That's
of
fucking weird.
of women's feet, he's a hazard to
Yeah.
all the women that
He's
are out
gonna
there.
get me too'd.
Yeah.
That's weird.
So you got to step in. I
Also,
think.
gentlemen, just word to the wise.
Yeah. That's,
Don't DM a woman on Instagram and say, I love when you show your feet. Because you know what? You're not going to get more of her feet.
Yeah, that's weird. Don't do that. Also, like, go to there's a whole website. It's like, just go to Wiki Feet. Like,
Yeah, all my
all
foot
the-
photos are
Yeah.
there.
all the feet are
I get
on
Google
there.
alerts about it all the time.
Yeah, I think you can. Yeah, have you guys been?
Oh, I get Google. Yeah.
You've got an alert that says people are looking
We're
for
on.
your feet.
We're on Wiki Feet. Yeah.
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 Yeah, not so bad.
How does that feel?
Fucking great.
It doesn't bother me at all.
I love
Yeah?
it.
It's a foot. Who
Yeah,
cares?
fucking fuck my feet. I don't give a shit.
I don't give.
I don't fuck him, but
I just need
Get
fuck-
off to 'em. I don't
Let's
care.
get publicity. Come on.
yeah.
All right.
Doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me in the least.
I
Does
well,
not
I didn't
bother
know that
me.
you guys were on the foot
Different
fetish sites.
strokes for different folks, Mikey.
I don't think it's a foot fetish site. It's a catalog of feet.
Right.
It's Wiki Feet.
Well, it depends on
it's an
the-
access area of feet.
Right.
Yeah, that's
Right.
it's a foot fetish
It's an,
site.
it's an archival service.
Wow. All right, Christina. Oh man.
The number to call is 917-300-0833.
Uh-huh.
We have plenty more text messages if you guys
Let's
want
go.
to.
Let's do them. I like these.
How come so many less people are calling?
I
it's not
think
plugged
that,
in.
well,
Oh.
it is plugged in. There are people that are calling, but they're calling at times
Weird
where
times.
we're
When
literally
we don't wanna talk to
answering.
them, yeah.
Yeah, so it's,
Yeah.
we're trying. I figured I'd throw the number out there and see if anybody wanted to
I got
call
it. I
in
got
now.
it.
All right, here's an interesting one. I'm a woman getting married next year, and I really don't want my dad to give a speech at the wedding.
Okay.
Oh,
He's an
why?
He's an
He's
alcoholic.
an alky.
Nice.
Little
we've-
alky daddy.
We've had a very tumultuous relationship since I was a child.
Oh, okay.
For the past couple of years, our relationship has been distant but cordial by our standards.
Okay.
I see him at holidays, and we talk on the phone about once every other month.
So does he think he's going to give a speech? Because if I was that dad, I'd be like, well, clearly you don't want to hear from me.
Oh, an alcoholic is always ready to give a speech.
Yeah,
Come on.
that's true.
That's
so
true. God, I'm glad you're
They
here.
always got a glass in their hand.
My gay friends and I, there's this one friend in our friend group, and he's not an alcoholic, but we know that no matter if there's like something tiny to celebrate or something big, David's giving a toast. We know he's giving a toast.
Is he good at it?
Oh, he's great. I mean,
Oh, that's nice.
it's like
That's skill. That's
It's
skill.
part of his charm that we know
Aw.
David's giving a toast.
Yeah.
So how do you not?
So wait, there's more though.
Oh.
I still don't want him to give a speech at our wedding because he's barely been in my life and he neglected and emotionally abused me and my mother for the majority of my life.
Do you want him at your wedding? Why do you want it? Why do you want this man who violated you at your wedding?
You should have given him the wrong time.
Yeah.
Come on,
Let
think
me
ahead.
finish. What do I do? Do I
Don't
say
give him
something to him in advance? My fiance's parents will definitely want to give speeches, probably at the rehearsal dinner, as is tradition.
Yeah.
So
I
it
wouldn't
seems
want this
awkward
man at
to
my
single out my dad as not being allowed to give a speech, and I don't know. how
Well,
he
you know,
would
you
react.
emotionally abuse me. You don't speak at my wedding. That's tit for tat. I
It's
think that's
really
very fair.
yeah.
I think that if he honestly, if he has expectations that he's going to be making a public appearance and speaking at your wedding, that's some fucking balls you got, my friend.
But that's what alcohol does, is give you balls. So like my thing
Right.
is like if he's still actively drinking as an alcoholic, once he gets the liquor in his system, he's given a speech. You can't stop these people.
So I wouldn't invite him to the rehearsal dinner. I wouldn't. Why is this guy at your wedding? Just because he's your dad? If he violated, you know, the dad code, which is don't emotionally or physically abuse me, he doesn't deserve a seat at a very important day for you, where you want to be surrounded by people who make you feel good, that you love.
I think the issue here though is like she's repaired it enough that like not inviting him to her wedding will ruin they won't have a relationship anymore, and I think that she doesn't want that to happen.
Also, are they ethnic? Because
Uh-oh.
no, I mean that seriously.
Like Italian, Portuguese, yeah.
Yeah, try
Yeah.
trying to not invite an Italian family member to a
That's
wedding. Your
interesting.
father or your
That's
unless
funny.
it's
Oh,
like,
really?
Oh my god.
See, I'm not.
Yeah.
Are you kidding? My
I'm
mom.
white, boring ass white.
Try
You know-
not inviting a Jew.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wait,
Jewish,
really?
Italian. Oh, my god.
Wow,
Yeah.
geez,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh my god. My mom has already got
Even
the
if
guest
they
list
had a
for
bad
my wedding
relationship.
that hasn't happened.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What?
We're gonna have to invite this person and this person.
What if you
and
don't like the person?
Doesn't matter. They're coming.
Wow,
They're
that
coming, yeah.
Yeah.
you gotta live for you.
Well, that's the problem with weddings. Weddings are more than
Not
they're
my
for the whole
wedding.
family.
If I ever get married, I think about this a lot. I'm like, oh man, I'm not gonna have any parents at my wedding. Fuck. But you know, I made that choice. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not gonna have any parents. Well, there's only two. You're like,
Right.
Yeah.
I won't have either.
yeah.
If we're still not talking. Yeah. I guess I don't. To me, now that I'm in a position where I don't speak to my parents at the moment, I don't know if that's going to continue or not. Who knows? But like, if it did, obviously, if I get married, you're not coming. But so I think of it differently.
I mean, so
I don't go, oh, I'm Jewish or I'm Italian, so they got to come.
I can tell you that if I ever get married, there are family members that I'm not really close with, that I don't particularly speak to,
Yeah.
that will be expected to be at the wedding.
Okay,
by
but
my
do you
parents
dislike them?
I mean, I don't. It's hard to say dislike. It's just as an
Get
adult.
that paper, get that checkbook. You know what I'm
whatever.
saying?
they don't
yeah.
do it for you. Yeah.
It's just more like, yeah, as an adult, you become an adult and they're an adult and you guys don't necessarily see eye to eye on
Right.
things. So I don't
Right.
dislike anybody in my family, really. It's
Right.
just more
That's
like
nice.
we're not close. So it,
Right.
but they're a part of the family and it's just the expectation. So that's why, and this is not my father. I have a
So-
good relationship with my parents. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So I can't imagine.
Right.
Yeah, it's weird if the guy's parents are going to speak. I guess, you know, you wouldn't be writing us if you had an inkling that maybe he would want to say something. But I also think there's nothing wrong with saying, hey, Dad, I want you to be at the rehearsal dinner, but I just want to let you know, Tony or whoever your fiance's name, his parents are going to give a speech. I prefer you not. So I just wanted to say that up front so that our expectations are clear.
Yeah, I mean, you could do that, and or also, I mean, I think this is a time when you need to designate one of your other family members to kind of wrangle him.
Yeah, because it shouldn't be. You shouldn't.
Because you also don't want a fucking drunk dude at your wedding, like who's like gonna get drunk in a way where it's
that you're
going to
like
problem.
walk on eggshells. Yeah, that sounds terrible.
But and then again, it's also like, it's like, well, just make sure any of the embarrassing stuff happens at the rehearsal dinner, not at the wedding.
True.
That's what it's there for. It's the rehearsal dinner, so the mistakes can happen there. I mean, listen, like when you're involving family and you're involving family that you have tumultuous relationships with, like it's just there's a lot of risk.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? I mean, that's like when most people get in fights, weddings, funerals, etc. It's like that. There's a very high percentage of fighting going on there. So, you know.
Yeah. We do have a call. Would you like to take it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Let's see.
See if that dongle's working.
Patching them in.
It's the dongle.
Hold on. We're going to caller. Give me 1 sec. We're going to have to put you back on speaker. Hang on. The dongle is letting us down here.
Dingle dongle.
Hello, caller. You're on Guys Who Fuck. Can you hear us?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hi. Ooh, wee. What's your name?
Hello?
Hi.
Wait, is this Corinne and Christina?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi.
Wait, no. So my friend has a story. Go ahead.
Oh, God.
I love this. I love it already.
The dog. Okay, we went to see you in D.C. at
Nice.
the D.C. Improv.
Okay.
And my
We have
friend
some
told
notes.
this story about a dog that her roommate had. No, you got to tell the story. Here.
Okay, my roommate had a dog, and it would constantly shit all over the apartment,
Ah.
Okay.
everywhere.
Okay.
And she didn't ask any of us if she could have said dog. And then one day, she was having sex, and she had anal sex, which is fine. However, she got shit everywhere because she told me.
Okay.
She got shit everywhere.
Okay.
Her
Put
shit?
the sheets in the wash, like had to fix it all up. Her dog shit, and I put it under her bed because she could not train her dog to go outside.
Right,
So I
right,
put
right.
dog shit under her bed.
Okay.
So we just wanted to know if that was like the power move or if that was like a dumb bitch move. What was the move there? Was that the wise move to make?
Did you ask her, hey, can you train your dog better so it doesn't shit everywhere? Did you have that conversation?
No, yeah, she did that multiple times.
Oh, wow. Then, yeah.
Well, what was her response when you asked her that?
What was her response?
This is a great call.
I love this.
She wouldn't fix the issue.
Did she try?
No, her dog literally had diarrhea everywhere,
Well, then-
every day.
Well,
Homegirl gonna have poopy in her bed then.
Diarrhea is hard to stop. If like her dog seems like he had an
Exactly,
issue.
thank you. That was my point.
The thing is, diarrhea
was
is
like
a
the
medical
perfect-
issue.
Yeah.
She
So
couldn't take her own dog outside, so I put the dog shit under her bed. I didn't want it in my apartment.
It seems
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you're
yeah.
pretty married to the choice that you made was good, so I'm not sure why you're calling.
Yeah.
Seems like you're just letting us
She's
know.
very impressed with yourself.
which I
Yeah.
appreciate.
Yeah.
Hey,
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And
Thank
hey,
you.
I hope she moves out.
I did. Don't worry.
Okay, good.
All right. Thanks for calling.
That's funny.
Pretty good call.
Yeah.
I also do have an update on the foot fetish.
What?
Oh, yes.
The listener sent a follow-up.
Okay, thank you.
We tried to call her. She said, sorry, my phone is on Do Not Disturb, and my boyfriend is in the other room.
Ah.
So it's a secret.
Looking at feet, probably.
Yeah. I found out because I had a weird gut feeling.
Damn it.
That's always right.
Women always fucking know.
There's more. Hold on.
but
I
about anything or just feet?
I
Yeah.
found out he was
Just
emailing. I found out he was emailing pictures of himself to himself and looking at them on an old phone. I found his old broken phone and it was on
my
the
God.
notifications.
Oh my God.
This motherfucker trying to cover this shit up so hard.
He was
Holy.
uploading the pictures to a Google Drive,
Oh my God.
and yeah, he was essentially going around and taking pictures of other women's feet.
Oh my God.
Oh, well, you know what though? That's still, you know. I don't know. Okay, wait. If I'm putting myself in your shoes, I'd be like, so, Lucy, someone has some splaining to do.
I'd say, yeah.
Boy, what a juicy discovery. It's juicy because I'm not dating the guy. How would you handle that?
I mean, it's just I don't know. I wouldn't be bothered for like me. To me, it doesn't like that. I wouldn't be like, oh, he's cheating on me. It's just like he obviously has this like foot obsession. It's just like mine is. It's like a weird privacy thing with the other women. Where is he getting these photos from?
Also, like the
That's-
last
yes.
thing that I would want
That's
to
my
hear is
issue.
somebody coming up to be like, hey, your boyfriend keeps taking pictures of my feet.
feet.
I'd be like,
Yeah.
oh, man, I'm so embarrassed.
Excuse me, miss.
Yeah.
Your boyfriend's taking taking pictures of my feet.
I mean,
can
you
ask
go
him to stop?
at that point. You go to the boyfriend and be like, "Hey, motherfucker, you grown man, stop taking pictures of my feet,
Yeah.
bitch."
Yeah, because there is a certain like
Well, you want it
stank on a foot fetish, and
Which you don't
unjustly
shame him.
so, but
Don't shame him. You just got to be honest about what you saw, because man, this guy's going through great lengths to hide it.
so
Which
obviously
makes me go,
he's,
I
like,
wonder if that's part of it.
ashamed. Yeah,
Or is he they're shamed, or it's something that he likes being secretive about. With some fetishes, some kinks, some things that turn us on. Part of it is we got to sneak it. You know?
Yeah, well, and part of it is like that maybe he doesn't want he wants something, a part of his sexuality to not be shared with you. And I think that's really
yeah, and that's fair. That's fair.
Okay,
He
let
really
me.
doesn't want you to see it if he's emailing himself to another phone. Oh my God.
Can I flip this on its ear?
Yeah.
All right, so he's
On
taking
its foot.
pictures.
How about you flip it on his foot?
He's taking pictures of these women's feet,
Uh-huh.
right? Secretively. They don't. As
Right.
far as we know, they do not know that he's doing this.
Right. And she probably knows by the photo. Like,
Yeah, sure. What if?
toes peeking out of a Birkenstock?
So let's say that his fetish was that he just liked taking pictures of other women. Let's say he was a peeping Tom and he took pictures of women like in their window when they were changing.
It's a violation.
That's a Why is that a violation?
Because
but
if
the
I'm
foot
walking
fetish
around
isn't?
with flip-flops on,
Yeah, your
you're
feet are
going
out.
to see my feet. I can't control if that makes you horny.
Yeah.
Right?
Agree.
If you put your phone in my window as I'm changing when I don't
all
want,
right.
and I
That's
don't want that
different.
to be shown to
Okay.
the public,
So then let's take
you're
it.
a predator.
Let's take it a step down, and it's
Okay.
not naked women in their windows when they're
Okay.
changing.
Is
but
it
it's
their fingies?
It's
Their
women
fingies?
at the beach in bikinis, and he's taking pictures of women that he doesn't know that
Hey.
he's turned on by.
Yeah.
Who are clothed? They're wearing bikinis.
Yeah, they're wearing whatever they want to the beach, and you could take a picture of that. If I notice you taking a picture of me in my bikini and you're like,
I'm gonna say something.
I'm gonna
yeah.
go, hey, mister,
Yeah.
what you doing? Can I see that phone
But
real
if you're-
quick? And then I throw it in the ocean.
But if your boyfriend was doing it, would you be
Ugh.
like, "What the fuck are you
Yeah,
doing?"
I mean, he wouldn't be my boyfriend anymore. That's too weird for me.
Taking a picture, I mean, Jesus Christ, just stare at her like a normal guy.
Yeah, it's like, how
Right.
desperate are you, dude?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, just like,
You know, there's porn sites, right?
yeah, just like think of it in your mind, like the fact
Yeah,
that he would
be
keep going,
cool.
going back, looking through like old beach pictures.
That's
is
the
so
problem I would
fucking
have
weird.
of it. Yeah, that's the problem. I'd be like, you're not being cool about this
Yeah,
at all.
It's like
learn how to act.
pathetic.
yeah.
It's more pathetic is the problem.
Yeah,
with
yeah,
that.
yeah. Feet, though, I don't think it's a violation to take a picture of somebody's feet.
Okay.
I don't. I really don't. Even if you're gonna jerk off to it, I just don't.
It's definitely weird.
yeah.
It's definitely weird, but yeah,
It's not
you'd be-
grounds for divorce.
Okay. All right.
I wouldn't love
But
it.
man, it
would just-
humors me.
It would
that-
just make me think he's a loser.
Yeah. It humors me that he's going through great lengths to hide it, because that's not necessary. That's why I'm like, oh, is it a part of the kink that he has to go through?
Yeah, and it's also like I want to know like what
I want to know.
what was your
Feet.
intuition telling you? Like, was it specifically you thought it was specifically like feet oriented, or it was you just had a fishy feeling that he was doing something like outside the relationship? Like, what was your inkling?
Right.
Nefarious.
Yeah.
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 Women always know, man.
Well, I
Ugh,
think
so annoying.
But I think on the flip side, women always think something's going on. So like, just sometimes they're right.
Right.
You know,
Well,
I think,
statistically,
clock is right- is
statistically
right
they're
twice a
correct.
day.
yeah, I think that's also part of it.
A straight woman is most likely right when she thinks her boyfriend's
Right.
up to no good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun. How about another text?
Let me get another one. All right. My question for the girls is: how do I stop masturbating / fantasizing
Put your
about
hand in your pocket.
about a toxic ex when he's the only memory that gets me off?
You have
I
to
don't
make
know.
some new memories. It's hard to make new memories. It's hard. It's difficult, and some of them aren't going to stick right away. The thing is, I wonder. This is woo woo, but I'm like, energetically, is that good for you? Like coming for a toxic ex? I don't know. Like, does that keep you in his orbit, you know, or does that keep you kind of liking these toxic traits or being okay with these toxic traits, even if you know that they are toxic? So that would be my only. That's like my instant like, ooh, I don't know.
Yeah, I think like I mean, I've definitely masturbated to not like toxic people that I've been with. And I was like very concerned about it for a while. And then I was like, when I just stopped putting so much importance on it and like freaking myself out about it, the feeling just went away.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I
Wasn't
feel
that
like
crazy.
you're not gonna want to masturbate to this guy forever. It is
Right.
gonna fade.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, like, in the meantime, if that's all that gets you off, I think it's fine. But like, I think there is something to people being able to feel your energy on them.
Yeah.
So it's like, is he still someone who's trying to reach out to you? Is he still someone who has other places in your life, or is it just in masturbation? Is that the only way he's affecting you? Because if that's it, I think it's fine. But if he still has a hold on you in other ways emotionally, then it's something that you need to work. You have to be a little bit harder on yourself.
Yeah, you might be leaning into the hold.
Yeah.
by jerking off to him.
Yeah, but if it's just for sex shit, I don't think it's better than fucking calling him and asking him to hook up. That's for sure.
Right. What else we got?
What's happening in the chat, Mike?
Chat. Good time to check in.
Yeah.
They are actually
Sleeping.
No.
They've fallen asleep. Damn
the
it.
foot conversation is popping off.
Ooh, what do we got? What do we got? What do we
what
got?
if
I love
there-
talking about foot fetishes.
I love it.
What if there was a comic supervillain who was like the Riddler, but instead of killing people, he took secret pics of feet and sent them to the police, daring them to catch him? Yeah,
What?
it's a thought.
I'd be like, ooh, shaking in my boots, where you can't see my toes.
2 months in a row of Batman references. We also have another caller calling in. Shall we take it?
Yeah, let's do it.
You know, sometimes
All
you
right.
hear other people's movie
Oh, shit, I
ideas
just
and you
missed
go,
it.
oh, you know what? Producers should get paid as much as they do.
The call that I just missed. I'm going to call them back. How about that?
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's
let's
see
do
what
it.
Um,
I also like that Mini Drake is here with us
Yes,
tonight.
he is. He is.
oh,
He's
that's
leaning
also a
against the
question
kettle.
in the chat.
Yeah.
Why Mini Drake is here?
Yeah, they
Well,
wanna
you
know
know,
why not. So
come
Christina,
to
why
our
don't you tell
tour
us?
show. Come see us live at the Wall Street Theater in Norwalk, Connecticut, and you will have an exclusive video that you will see, and you'll know exactly why.
You'll
Drake
know
is
why
there.
Mini Drake is there.
That's all I'm gonna say.
And we have now taken a caller.
Okay.
Caller, welcome to Guys We Fucked. How are you? What's your name?
Hi, my name is Caitlin.
Hi, Caitlin.
Hi.
Can you guys hear me?
We can hear you.
Yes.
Go ahead, Caitlin.
Turn down your
Where-
computer in the background, though. We can hear ourselves, too.
Where are you calling from?
Pennsylvania.
Uh-huh.
Actually, really close to York, Pennsylvania.
Oh, York. Yes. Home of Kingsfoil.
Yeah.
Such a niche reference.
So I actually have a pretty specific incident. I just want to say I appreciate you guys. You guys have taught me so much about communicating, so thank you for that. But recently, my boyfriend of 3 years had an extreme panic attack.
Oh.
He wound up calling the Veterans Suicide Hotline. And when he woke up the next day, he had no recollection of it.
Oh,
Oh,
weird.
we like blacked out. Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was really sad. I had to hide all of, poisonous objects, sharp objects,
Yep.
lock things away. It was so traumatic. And he started crying for his mom, and his mom has been passed for 3 years now.
Oh, my heart goes
And
out.
that
to
was
him.
traumatic for me.
Yeah.
At some point during this fight, he actually wound up grabbing my arm really, really hard.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't remember it, but I had the most atrocious bruise, and he felt so bad the next day. But now I'm having a hard time separating that incident
Yeah.
from real our current life. I'm kind of feeling less sexually attracted.
Yeah.
Just because
There's some
all
splitting
of that
happens.
happened.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like he has complex PTSD. You said he called the veterans hotline. So he served in the military.
Yes, he was in the Navy.
Okay. So there's something. Does he know of any incidents that happened while he was serving that were really traumatic for him? I'm wondering if he blocked them out or if he's aware of them.
Yeah, he actually had a traumatic brain injury when he was in the military.
I was gonna say, this actually behavior sounds a lot like my dad's behavior in hospice, who also had a brain injury. And so I know, even though I know it's
so tough.
very hard to, and my brother also had a roommate who was a veteran who he lived with, who had a lot of night terrors and stuff like that. Pretty bad. So I mean, is he someone was getting mental health care regularly before this incident? Is he now? What's going on as far as that?
So he actually is currently on disability for work because he had a concussion, and he's been visiting his regular doctor a lot more frequently. So he's on a few different prescriptions. So I'm not sure if like something with the prescription like happened. They're all new, so it's not something he's been on for a long time.
Right, so he might be
experimenting with
acting a little erratically because of it.
Right. Oh, fuck, that's tricky because you want to be safe, right? Like you want to be safe, you want him to be safe. So there's something that I've heard of where like when a parent abuses a child, for example, like there's something called splitting, which is like you split from the relationship, whether you know it or not. So something like that, like you're experiencing, like, and you kind of see him in a different light. Like that's totally normal. Unfortunately, that's a really unfortunate, side effect to something like this.
But you've been in a relationship with him for 3 years, and there's never been behavior like this before. This is the first instance.
This is the first time I've ever seen him, and I mean it was totally accidental. He didn't like come at me or like try to hurt me.
No.
Okay, got
of course.
But he like just instinctually grabbed me, but as hard as he did, it left the worst bruise I've ever had in my whole life.
Yeah,
for sure.
I'm so sorry.
So and then when did he come home from the Navy? How long ago?
I think it was like 5 or 6 years ago. It's been a while. Like he came home while his mom was sick. She had MS. So he came home to kind of be with her and help out around the house. And then when she passed, I know that was a really hard time. We actually met like a year later. Like it still was pretty fresh.
Right.
I'd be curious, like, what is it, does he have a primary care doctor? And if so, is that the person that could say like, okay, what are the plans? Like, what's the plan? Like, how can we be monitoring this? What should we be looking out for? And also like just setting expectations, is he being given a medicine that could possibly produce these side effects of having like, these panic attacks and can we be more prepared? Is there any way that he can, I don't know, sometimes people have panic attacks, they come on from no reason and he can't see it coming. Some people can, everyone's so different, but I would want to like be a part, like his medical team. I hope to God that his medical team is like really kind of going, okay, here's our plan of attack here with his condition and how we're going to treat it. Do you have any type of doctor in his life that has that kind of outlook on it?
So he's been going to the VA for his primary care physician. They referred him to, he's in therapy, and
he's got a good team.
He's in vestibular therapy because of the concussion. So I also like linked it to depression. Like I feel like he's depressed.
Of course.
Yeah.
He went through a traumatic, he served and it was
he's
traumatic.
not working.
Yeah. He's not working. His mom died and he served, which is going to cause trauma probably for your whole life. Of course he's depressed. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, do they also offer services for partners of vets? Because I feel like you need some too.
Support.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've been through traumatic experiences, but this was like definitely like it hurt when he cried for his mom because I was like, I can't do anything for you. I'm like I can't go back in time. Like not. I can't.
I don't know that he expects that. I think it's more of like a knee-jerk kind of natural reaction to cry out for your mother when you're feeling distressed or when you're feeling terror.
Yeah, I think that's upsetting you a little bit more than it should. Only as someone whose dad just died, it's just like a natural thing that you feel. You do revert to childhood and you call out for your parents when you're sad. Don't make that more like, you can't do anything about it, but it's like, and it is sad, but it's also very natural.
It's also par for the course with his circumstances.
I don't think it's anything to be especially alarmed by. Quite honestly, I think it's pretty normal.
Yeah.
And then, he needs to definitely be getting a lot of mental health care. And I mean, I think while you're figuring out how these medicines that are affecting him, I mean, obviously you need to logically like remind yourself that, this person, you've known this person for 3 years. This is not part of their behavior. That was not him. That was something else in his brain that really like kind of went off. And so it's not your boyfriend who grabbed you. It's something else going on in his head. And then I would try, like, if you're scared to like sleep in the same room, I kind of agree. I mean, I think have a really serious conversation where you don't make him feel bad, but like you just
Like
express him
let's
that you're
develop a plan here.
Yeah, and then maybe sleep in separate bedrooms for a couple weeks. It doesn't mean you can't have sex. You can have sex, but just like you need to feel safe in your own space again while, you know, his medicine is getting figured out. And I think that's a very fair ask.
Yeah. And you could still be there for him while maintaining a space that makes you feel safe.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, I appreciate you ladies so much because this was like beyond anything that I've ever experienced.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I had no idea what was happening, really.
Yeah, I mean, for traumatic brain injury, it's very normal to act erratically and physically violent. My dad definitely grabbed me in hospice, but it was very easy to separate. I mean, obviously he was like older, so he couldn't actually like. I mean, the grab was pretty fucking firm, but he couldn't like get up out of his bed. So I was like, you're not going to get far with this,
right?
But you know, so that's very normal. And anyone I've talked to who's been through someone who had a brain injury, that's very, very normal behavior because.
Yeah,
You know,
my grandma after she had a stroke, she would hit us sometimes.
Yeah, but it's obviously just more of a threat when it's someone who is younger and very physically strong who can actually hurt you.
Yeah,
because it was very easy for me to separate. Yeah. So it's just like separating, like especially because you've dated this person for so long, so you know him really well, and he's never done anything like that. That's not who he is as a person. And then just like have a conversation with him about it while you're offering him support, you know, in other ways. And then I think another thing that would be helpful is probably, I'm sure online there's a lot of like forums for partners of vets, and I think that would be helpful for you to find some other people going through the same thing, because a lot of times the medical community isn't giving us exactly what we need in terms of support, and so look for that like an online forum where you can get some support from people who have been through similar things, and then just do a lot of your own research as far as like Google the medicines he's taking, look at side effects and stuff like that. Like I did a ton of my own research while my dad was sick and it really helped me understand things a lot better. And I think there's comfort in knowledge.
Yes. Oh, thank you, ladies, so much.
Thanks for calling.
Of
course. I'm sorry that you're going through this. It sounds very rough, but I really think a lot of people are going through that and would be more than willing to like talk to you about it and offer you some support from having been there. Yeah.
Right. Thank you.
Thanks for calling. We appreciate it.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Oh, I want him to feel better so bad.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's why.
And I hope the VA is doing right by you, because
probably
too many bad stories about VA. And my God, the fucking America is so military. And then when you serve, they're like, yay. And then afterwards, and you're hurting, they're like, who?
Yeah.
What?
Like, we're not
somebody else.
I'm not gonna call you back. Actually,
fuck that shit.
It's awful.
Oh, fuck that shit.
Really,
Makes me
really,
so
really
fucking
gross.
mad.
Gross behavior.
So I hope that the VA is. I hope there's a good experience with the VA, because I know that exists. It's just not as common. We got a text, Mikey.
Got another one here. Yeah, let's take a listen to this one. Hey y'all, need advice. Was seeing this guy long distance for about a year. Kept telling him that I didn't want to be anything serious because I was, and still am, grieving the loss of a serious boyfriend. Oh. He kept telling me that he understood, but kept being very, very generous, door dashing me dinner every night, buying me lots of gifts, including an Apple Watch, etc.
Oh, whoa.
Generous or just not caring about what you asked for and doing whatever he wants? Okay, we move on.
There we go.
Good point, Corinne.
Fucking insane.
Over the course of the year, he kept asking me for something more serious, and I kept saying no.
Wow, he really didn't listen to you.
No, yeah.
Until about 6 months ago, I broke things off.
Okay.
Since then, he's reached out to me several times with
he hates the word no.
with long emotional messages. I told him that
he's self-centered.
I think we just need to process our emotions separately and have blocked him. But every time I block him, he finds another route to reach out that I have to block.
Oh, he's gonna kill you.
So you need a restraining order.
Oh.
I've officially blocked him on everything, but I'm now having several nightmares that he's hurt himself. He has a suicidal past.
Okay.
Fine. If he uses suicide as a fucking bargaining chip to get your sympathy,
I gotta be honest, that's not your problem.
Yeah.
Question.
And if he does end up taking his own life, I hope he does not. I hope he gets help.
It wasn't your fault.
It's not your fault.
Yeah.
So please know that.
Question is, am I an ass for saying let's stay friends, but I need space?
No
and then
friends.
blocking
Don't stay
him?
friends with him.
That's not a friend. That's a predator.
You got. I don't understand to stay friends with someone like you were never in a serious relationship and
You
you
don't
weren't
owe him
friends
anything.
before. Why are you taking on new friends? It's a burden of womanhood.
And
Stop.
this person doesn't take what you say seriously. So if you say let's stay friends,
This is
he's
not
gonna
a
go,
friend.
wait, really? I'll show up your work.
He was never your friend.
Yeah.
So
no.
why is he your friend now?
He didn't respect what you had to say to him.
Yeah. No. You're not an asshole. Don't. This guy needs to.
Thanks for writing us in though, because sometimes you guys talk about this shit out
This
loud.
is a no contact.
Yeah.
This guy sucks and he's scary.
Yep. Block him on all social.
Yeah. I hope he doesn't have a key to your house. But if it wasn't serious, I guess he didn't. But
Hopefully he doesn't know your address.
I would guess he probably does. But
Oh yeah, DoorDash. He DoorDash.
yeah. And I mean, I'm sure like even if it wasn't serious,
Get
they
a
still
doorbell
fucked at each
camera.
other's
Get a
house.
security camera for your doorbell. Just to, like if you're gonna kill me, I'd get on camera.
Yeah, extra
Yeah.
precautions.
That's weird. I know we so often jump to he's gonna kill you, but like
But
statistically
he might.
he might, yeah. I feel like it's better to be like
Aware that could happen.
I think it's yeah, anytime you meet someone, go, this could be the guy I married. This could be the guy that kills me,
Yeah.
Oh, being a lady, huh?
I think that's good to remember.
Yeah.
Ready for another one?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, gals. Can you give me some tips for getting some of that magic 30-plus or actually, do you want to take a call first, and then we come back to this?
Well, I'm invested in this.
Yeah,
so-
I'm too.
All right, so we'll worry about the call.
Sounds like an
later.
age-related woman problem. Let's
yeah,
go.
I was
Okay.
offended within the first 3 words.
Uh-huh.
Okay, got it. All right, I'll start from the top. Hey, gals, can you give me some tips for getting some of that magic 30-plus confidence, don't give a fuck attitude? I'm rounding
just
out my
decide.
20s and trying to invest time in hobbies, self-care, taking care of my close relationships.
You're already 30 now, basically.
And my home. But I second-guess my choices.
That was a nice way of saying I've given up.
I second-guess my choices, worry about everything, and give too many fucks about how I'm perceived by the world.
That'll go away as you get older.
But I also don't necessarily think that's like an age thing. Some people are just like that. I know insecure people in their fucking 60s, you know?
Oh, that sucks.
Sure do.
Yeah, like I mean, some people are just like, are going to be like that their whole lives.
You know, you can choose to not be insecure. It just takes work, but like you can.
Yeah, it does.
You weren't
do-
born insecure.
Do insecure people think they're insecure?
I think they
so.
know.
Yeah.
I think they know.
Because it doesn't feel good.
Yeah. Well, and I also
There's gotta
think
be something in your head going, danger, danger.
it's not like, this is not like biological. It's not where like, as if you just like age, if you do no work on yourself, that these things go away. Part of it is that you are, when you get to your 30s, you've had enough time to work on yourself where that goes away.
Exactly.
It's not like it
You
just
do have to-
melts away like a layer of skin or
Yeah,
something.
you do have to boldly pursue your inner peace
Right.
for sure on this planet Earth
Yeah.
here. But
It's like, so you're saying like, how do I get this confidence? Like you can go to Costco and get it. Like you have to work for it.
Yeah,
That's
you
how
do.
you get it.
Yeah.
You have to get to know yourself. You have to be choosing friendships and romantic relationships that heal you, rather than make you worse and make you feel bad about yourself. So you need to surround yourself with people who feel good about themselves and aren't like obsessed with like gossip and things that are shallow and void of meaning.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot going on here. You have to feel like
and do things
you
that
have a
boost your own
purpose.
self-confidence. Like, what are your morals and values and how can you better live up to them? Like, volunteering, I think, is such a great thing to do. Also, too, like, call your friends. Like, call a friend that's maybe going through a hard time and be there for them. Like, acts of service for your friends, I think, are super fucking important. You can never go wrong as long as the friendship's, like, healthy for you. That always feels good. Is a friend moving coming up? Say, hey, do you need help moving? I'll help you. Like, that shit, for me, builds my self-esteem, my confidence, and just makes me feel better about my place in the world. It's like helping people, but not like shouting to the world that you're helping them. It's just like, being there for a friend just feels so fucking good. And it feels good for them too. So it's a win-win. Let's go for another one,
All right.
Mikey.
This is a good one.
Uh-oh. Hey, it's Lex.
Could you stop with that?
So funny.
It's a funny run.
I haven't even been bringing it up.
I know you haven't. It's
I've
fine.
been good.
We found it like we felt an absence.
I know.
We missed
Yeah.
hearing about her.
There was a hole in our hearts.
Yeah.
Ugh.
We get it. We get why she had such a hold on
miss
you.
her.
She has a hold on us.
That's called internalizing the
Oh
male
my God.
gaze.
How often is it okay/normal to get annoyed with your boyfriend of 3 years before you should start worrying? There's more. My boyfriend and I have been together for 3 years. I'm 26. He's 29. We live long distance-ish, only an hour, but far enough that you have to actually plan to get together instead of an easy, hey, do you want to come over?
Right.
He always says how much he misses me, and he always wants sex when I see him. Crazy.
Ooh, what a dick. What a piece of shit.
I get
my boyfriend just wants to fuck me. Ugh.
I get tired of being only touched by him when he wants sex.
Okay, I don't think you like him.
That's
But then he thinks I don't like him because I don't always want to have sex when I see him.
Seems like you more often than not don't want to have
Yeah,
sex.
you might be repulsed by his touch.
Yeah, especially when you're in a long distance relationship, it's kind of a given that you're going to fuck.
Oh,
Sorry, we were interrupting Mike on his show.
No, but there's so much more. There's so many details. But then he thinks I don't want. The question is how to make a man feel better when you don't always miss him and don't want to have sex every moment when you do see each other without making him feel insecure.
Ooh, you Corinne.
How do I gloss over the fact that I fucking hate my boyfriend?
Yeah, but aren't you glad that you're hearing the rest of this? Because it makes you way more mad.
I'm not mad.
No, you don't.
I feel fine.
Wait, why are you mad?
No, not me. I'm just.
Okay.
I thought
Are you
that
mad?
I thought that was gonna get Corinne because
Oh.
this woman is asking how to not make this man insecure.
Yeah.
Right. Well, you also, you have an obligation to be courteous and respectful to your partner. Like, you don't try not to fucking make them feel like shit. Like, guy or girl or they or them, like whatever. Like, your partner should have a special place in your heart, right?
Yeah, and you should have the courtesy of letting them go if you no longer feel that way.
Yeah, I'm
about them.
curious. Is this a feeling that you've had in relationships previous, or is this something new to this person? Because if so, the relationship might have run its course. A lot of times we know that the relationship has run its course if we stop being attracted to this person, and it's not just some we need to spice it up kind of thing. You kind of know. It's just no one wants to take that little poke in their heart seriously enough because you feel like, oh, but I love this person, so this isn't a strong enough reason to end a relationship. But it is. The difference between a friendship and a romance is you fuck the romantic person.
Yeah,
You make love.
It feels like you're just at a point where you need to explore some other things, and you're just a bit sick of him. And I think
Look, being lonely is hard, but
long
you can do
distance
it.
really shines a light on that, if you can go long term or not. And I think sometimes, if you don't even miss him and you're long distance, that's not a great sign in my opinion.
Yeah.
That is bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's not bad. It's just an important clue.
Because that's why I feel like I was able to date my first boyfriend for 5 years because he wasn't, it wasn't long distance, but he didn't live in the city. He lived in New York State. And so it was a bigger train ride.
Yeah.
And I think that was because we only saw each other maybe once a week. That's why we were able to be in a relationship for 5 years. I don't think if I was seeing him maybe 3-4 times a week that we would have lasted as long as we did because it wouldn't have been as special. I don't know though. I can't say that for sure. I really
send us
liked
a
him.
voice memo?
No, I was just telling a caller to hold. Would you like to take the caller?
Sure.
Okay. Hello, caller. You're on Guys We Fucked.
He loves saying that.
I love hearing it.
Hey, what's up, Mike, Christina, and Corinne?
Hi.
Hi, who's this?
So, this is Luke from Cincinnati.
Hi, Luke.
Hi,
from
Luke.
Cincinnati.
It's a hot name.
So, I have, not really a question, but I'm I guess it's a question, but I'm getting married in 9 days.
Uh-oh.
And, do you have any, advice or
Not wanting to.
Don't do
tips
it.
or anything on how to keep the real relationship successful?
Is it not currently?
Is it I'm not the bride and
No, it
I'm
is. It
terrified.
definitely is. We wouldn't be getting married if we weren't in a successful relationship.
Okay, well then how long have you been together previously?
We started dating the May before COVID, and we've been living together since April of a couple of years ago.
Okay. What do you
We
you obviously
Go ahead.
love this person. You've been in have you been in relationships before this person? So you have something to compare it to?
nothing this serious ever before.
Okay.
I mean,
that's
yeah,
nice.
you're getting
That's
married.
when you marry, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
But I also, if it just feels to me like this is just kind of like pre-wedding jitters, like you're looking for a problem where there is none. It's like you're preparing for a problem that you assume will happen. Why? Why are we doing that?
Why are you automatically assuming I'm looking for problems? I'm just looking
You're so
for
defensive
ways
even
to
for me asking
maintain.
it. I love it.
So wait, so because you have do you have a concern that the relationship might go stale at some point?
Maybe down the line, but currently it's pretty good.
Ugh.
Why are you concerned?
Yeah, it's just a strange call. So are you asking as like more like, you know, when you go to a wedding and everyone writes down tips for a successful marriage in like a playful, fun way? Because it seems like a little bit more like to call into a show with this question feels a little less casual than that. And that is why I'm asking the question that you got immediately so defensive about.
So uncomfortable.
I'm not defensive. I'm just nervous.
Okay.
Nervous is okay.
Also,
but is it
the
okay.
wedding anxiety hasn't like quite hit in yet.
Uh-oh.
So that might be where a lot of the nerve is coming from.
Yeah. Are you monogamous?
Like, yes, I know I'm getting married, but it's not like dug in yet.
Do you feel suffocated over the idea of marriage?
No, not at all.
Okay. Because it would be normal if you did. I think that's pretty natural.
Did you and your wife to be have a serious conversation about what marriage is, what you want marriage to look like, and how that's going to differ from your dating life?
Good question.
Honestly, I don't think much is going to change at all because we both have our own spaces where we can go to whenever, you know, like our do not enter zone, like you've talked about in the podcast in the past or whatever.
Yeah.
So we both have that. We both have communal space where we can just spend time together. And honestly, I have a really, really good communicative relationship. She doesn't listen to the show, but I do. So.
Okay, yeah, I was going to say, honestly, the main thing is communication because that's your biggest sex organ is your brain, right? So, like, that's also what's going to keep you guys bonded and kind of, like, you can... like the sky's the limit. So like I know like for me like my last relationship that I was in that was 7 years long, like one of the reasons why I felt so safe with this person is because we talked about, and this is something that meant a lot to me personally, you know, non-monogamy. Is that something you could ever see yourself possibly even considering? And we both said yes, and that made me feel safe enough to like, I mean, that's part of what carried us through for as long as it did, is because I'm like, oh, if I could talk to this person about anything, then it doesn't matter what comes our way or what comes up, or if, you know, I'm dealing with feelings kind of all of a sudden, I know I can go to them and talk to them, and they're my teammates, and we're on the same side of the, you know, we're on the same team. So as long as you have that relationship with your fiance, I think you'll be good.
But also when I just asked you the question, have you had a conversation with your wife about what marriage looks like? Your answer to me was, I think it'll be okay based on these kind of like logistical aspects of our living environment. So to me, you're saying you're assuming that things will kind of continue in the same way that they have, but you have a communicative relationship, but you haven't discussed this very serious step and what it looks like for you together. I think every people getting married you have to have a conversation about marriage and about what it looks like, because I think listen, I've never been married, so it's, you know, an interesting question for me to answer, but what I can say is that I think I see a lot of my peers getting married who have been dating for a while and living together for a while, and the mistake they make is that things will kind of continue the same way, but like there is something more serious about taking this step to be married, and I think that it should be approached in a more serious way.
Yeah, I agree.
Right.
So like just have a conversation about that with your partner and say like, is there things that are going to change? How are we going to make this go like
what we want that to look like? Because if you don't define what marriage means for you, society will, and that ain't fun. So you want the most beautiful thing about a marriage, in my opinion, and I've also obviously never been in one either, is like you can define what it means for the two of you, which is so exciting. Like you guys are a fucking team, and you're gonna carry off into the wind together, into the sunset, and you get to decide, how can I show up for my partner? Are there ways that your partner could show up better for you, vice versa? Like that conversation is going to be a beautiful like bonding moment, and I think it's a good idea to have that, you know, as you're leading up to the days, you know, before you get married. Like you can take these opportunities. You're probably both a little nervous, and that's understandable, to have these big conversations. And it could just start by saying, hey, I'm getting pre-wedding jitters, like I'm excited. Like let's talk about like what do we want marriage to be for us?
Mm-hmm. And just stay, and staying like like curious about your partner, but also like definitely having things like don't become so like entwined in each other that you don't have your own sense of self, your own personality. Like I think it's very you want to be able to maintain your individuality.
Yeah.
I think that's very important, and it keeps you interesting for each other, but it also keeps you like in touch with yourself, because you don't want to lose yourself in a marriage. This is my fears coming through, but
that's good advice.
So. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be too much of an issue. We're both pretty much who we are as human beings at this point.
Nice.
And I don't really see that changing very much. We both know what we want. We don't want kids. We like having disposable income.
Yeah.
We're going to like do traveling and stuff after getting married and all that.
That's so fun. Okay, so you're already making your future together catered to the two of you as individuals and as a couple. That's beautiful.
Right.
Yeah, just stay on that track. Stay on that wavelength, and you'll go as far as you want.
Cool. Hey, if you guys ever come to Cincinnati again, I'll bring her out.
Yay!
Bishop tour was so good back in the past.
Thank you.
Fuck yeah.
Like decades ago at this point, it feels like.
Well, Mazel Tov. Thanks for calling. Thanks for listening, and best of luck on your marriage.
Congrats.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Aw, marriage sounds so fun when you put it like that.
Literally hilarious. I got hives just listening to that phone
Oh,
call.
really? I'm gonna be excited.
So hilarious.
You're fucking team, baby.
So funny.
Ugh. A relationship that's like fun and adventurous and like, that's just the best. It's the fucking best. It's the best.
So good.
Yeah.
We're at midnight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to take one more?
It would be nice if we could
text.
like say it was like a fun, something like fun
Yeah.
and light. Those last two calls were a bit heavy.
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah, we want more like foot shit.
Yeah, like
There ain't foot shit.
I'm trying to see if there's more foot shit.
I was like, I can't go to bed
No.
stressed out.
Here's another text about somebody struggling. We don't want
okay.
that.
That's I wish you well.
You're on your own.
Oh, here's a good one.
It's getting harder and
those-
harder to breathe.
Are those coasters for sale?
No,
they're a
but
gift.
Caden, Paul made them, and we really appreciate it. But no, they're not for sale.
We're actually trying to not make money. That's kind of our new thing. We're gonna say
Also, sign up for Luminary if you haven't. We also want to say shout out to Luminary. Thanks for all the Luminary honeys, all the Luminary subscribers. We love you.
the Loomies. We love
the
our
The
Loomies.
Loomies Toonies.
The Loomy Toomies. We love you.
Oh boy,
We love you.
we
so
love
much.
you.
It's not a good sign about how long it's taking Mike to find a positive text.
Oh man, I mean, no one goes and writes in a show about something great.
There's
Mostly.
a
Or, like,
business
funny.
question.
Ooh, I
Sure.
like that.
Do
Let's
you guys
go.
want to entertain this? It's
How much
about
money do you
your
make?
comedy careers.
Oh
God.
yeah, no, I like that.
Okay, business question. Why did you decide to start a theater tour? What are the major differences or similarities between doing shows at comedy clubs or at comedy clubs? By the way, I went to the Atlanta show and I loved it. Loved the Peaches bit. Love y'all.
Oh, yay. Well, thank you for coming to the show. One of the things with doing a theater tour is if I go, like, say we go to Philadelphia, we could do a Thursday night, 2 Friday night, 2 Saturday night, and even a Sunday night show. So that's 6 shows at one club during the duration of 4 days. Or you knock it all out in one theater tour and you get the feeling and the energy of a fucking theater audience. That's just a different ballgame. It's a different animal. It's a different it's just different. It's a different rhythm, and it's also an advancement of a career.
Yeah,
so
we've moved on in our careers, so like that's why like when we go out separately, we're in
You wanna
comedy
move up,
clubs,
right?
But we've brought guys we fucked to a place where
Corinne's really good about making
get
sure
a-
we're progressing, and
get a theater tour now.
and that's part of the progress. So please buy tickets to Norwalk, Connecticut, because we have a lot of them to sell. We got a lot of them to sell, my friend.
not one of our bigger markets. But
No, it's not.
that
so
was
it's
on
fine.
purpose.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a party though.
Yeah, but if you live in the New York area or the Connecticut area or the Jersey area, whatever, like take the trip. It's gonna be really fun.
Yeah, it'll be a fun show. We had a great time in Atlanta. That was a really,
It was
really
fun.
good show.
I gotta
really
say.
good show.
And it's so funny because like I know we save things for like Luminary bonus episode and all that stuff, but like there's a freedom with our live tour shows because they're not being recorded that I'm like I'm really gonna say some honest shit there.
yeah, like we record them, but then
I know ain't nobody else going back and putting it on the internet.
we hope,
hopefully.
and then we go on Reddit, and then it's there. Yeah, like if we say
And then
stu-
she
if
clammed
we,
up.
if we tell you stuff in secrecy, like you know,
If, in a room full of theater people,
Yeah, but
shut the fuck up, okay?
Yeah, right. But there is a thing. I think
Yeah.
there is a thing. It's just like obviously like we're telling you something in confidence, and like everyone's so big about writing in and like saying that like that,
Don't use my name
that
or,
we
yeah.
think that like I think of you as my best friends. It's like well would you fucking write your best friend's secret that they told you on Reddit? No. Have some ethics.
Guys, thanks for tuning in. Did you love it? Are you subscribed to us on YouTube and follow Guys We Fucked on the Apple Podcast app, and make sure you're following us on social media. Together we're at Guys We Fucked without the U and fuck, just like that YouTube handle. I am Krystyna Hutch.
I'm at Philanthropy Gal on TikTok, on Instagram, on Twitter, and make sure to hit subscribe if you're watching this right now. Just subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's gonna make no difference in your life, and it makes a big difference in our life.
Yeah, so isn't that
there
nice?
You go. There you go.
I believe there are angels among us, and maybe one of those angels is you. Adam Levine. It's not you.
Not him.
But your Victoria's Secret angel of a wife that you're cheating on is probably pissed, huh?
Oh, man.
She's probably real pissed.
Oh, Adam
If I was
Levine.
a fucking Victoria's Secret model and my fucking rock star husband cheated on me, I'd be like, yeah, I saw that coming. But I'd still be pissed. I'd still be pissed.
It would be annoying. Anyway, well,
Yeah.
I hope she gets a shit ton of money.
Me too.
And moves on to a hotter guy with better place
with a better
tattoos.
song.
Yeah.
And better songs, Anyway, thank you so much for joining
There's
us.
no Stephen Jenkins.
He is no Stephen Jenkins. Stephen, thank you so much for liking all our tweets.
Yeah, I really appreciate it.
really
Whenever you
nice.
like my
It's
Instagram
exciting.
videos or you look at my stories, I feel really special.
It's very sweet.
So thank you.
We love you. We're here for you.
Yeah.
I don't think we can provide you with anything. But
Hey,
you
maybe
need-
I can.
if you need anything, let us know. You need to borrow the studio?
You need a hand to hold? You need a hand to hold, Stephen?
Oh,
Jenkins?
God. Oh, boy. All right, guys. This has been Guys We Fucked live on YouTube, exclusive. It's not going anyplace else. So, tell a friend to come over here and watch it, I guess. Thank you. Have a good night.
I love you, bitch.
Bye.